And here we are with the what is it called? The second Piriversary. I guess that's what I'm referring to it as. But yeah, we made it. The second year is done. Finally. That sounds kind of bad. It sounds like I was waiting for it to be over. But yeah, I can't believe I've already existed for 2 whole years. That's quite a long time when you consider everything. But well, now we are about to go into the 3rd one even, and hopefully many more after that, in case nothing bad happens. But yeah, and as last year I will be doing like the thumbnail tier list that I did last year as well, if that wasn't clear enough. And yeah, hello there, Chrono Guy, and yeah, thank you for the happy anniversaries. But yeah, as we'll be doing the same kind of thumbnail tier list that I did last time, where I'll be ranking all the thumbnails I did during the second year. That's what we are referring to that as. So yeah, we'll be going through all of them. And I think I looked it up before the stream, and there were like, I think there were like 198 of them. So I think we won't be ranking all of them, as some of them are like too similar to each other. So I will be probably like ranking maybe 150 of them, if I had to guess. And oh, you got a gift for me. What is the gift? I will take everything I can get. And yeah, that is quite a lot. But I think it's gonna be less than last year, as I feel like this year I did way more thumbnails that are kind of like what would I call them? Kind of like series-like, where I only like make small little changes on them in between like each thumbnail. So I think I won't be ranking any of those, or I won't be ranking like one of them. No, wait, take a guess. I will take a guess. What would it be? Well, maybe it's like a... Is it like a drawing, perhaps? Maybe? But it would be really funny if you redeemed like a game of League of Legends. That would be your gift. Oh, it's not? Okay, How did you know? Okay, so that was it. Yeah, I just know you too well. I knew it was coming. I would have... That's quite a... I don't really know if I would call that a good gift, personally. So maybe now that I guessed it, that prevents the gift from arriving. Right. Okay, you were just messing with me. Thank God. But yeah, I wonder, wait, before we start, can I pull up like the last year's thumbnail tier list? I think I have it like saved somewhere. Can I find it real quick? I probably should have found it like before starting. Oh wait, there it is. Oh, it wasn't like that hard to find. But yeah, here's like the one we did last year, which is quite filled up. But I think I towards the end I did kind of like run out of space, so I had to like make things a bit small. Oh, yeah, it's Throne of You. Oh, so you do have a drawing for me. Oh wait, it's Throw of You. Oh wait, what the fuck does that mean? Wait, I think I misread it. Oh wait, what does Throw of You mean? But yeah, that is quite a lot. I don't think I counted them last year, how many there like were. But I would assume it is probably like more than last time. Or like this will be more than this time. Oh yeah. For a moment I thought it might mean something else. But yeah, so it is a drawing, after all. But yeah, I wonder, what made like the S tier last year? Yeah, there was like the Q thumbnail, I really like this one personally. And then there's the watermelon. And then, oh yeah, this one is a classic even. And then there's my Gorilla stream. Yeah, I remember all the S ranks quite well. I like all of those. Though not sure what was in like the D tier. Oh yeah, these ones all are awful. Yeah, I think I would say this year I probably like have done less like D tier thumbnails overall. But I feel like I haven't made as many bangers as I did last year. I feel like that will be kind of the trend this year. As I have kind of like started making not as bad as before. Hopefully. We'll see how it will turn out. But yeah, wait, hold on, I need to pick something. Yeah, go ahead. I will be here for quite a while. Though, I guess you did already, like, send it to me. Well, I will, so it's kind of, I don't, like, see a preview of it. I will just, like, download it and see what it looks like. So it doesn't, like, wait a minute. It doesn't, like, come up as, like, a, you know, a PNG file. Well, wait, I'll just open it up in, like, Paint. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, now I can actually see it. Yeah, but yeah, that's a drawing. Wait, I'll put it on the screen as well. So how do I'll take, like, a screenshot of it. There we go. No, I got it. You don't need to resend it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there I am. In all my glory. So wait, now my screen is fucked up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there I am, in all my glory. But yeah, thank you very much. So wait, I will also save it, as I do like saving fan art. There we go. Now I have it. But yeah, let us put it away for now. Now leak time, no! You're like buttering me up with the fan art, and then you strike me with the league. But yeah, wait, now I have to find like my... What is like the oldest thumbnail of this year? But why not? That's the plan. Well, can we at least like do a couple of thumbnails before we play League at least? Can we like get started with something else? Please. Okay, thank you very much. So I definitely don't want to start my day with a game of League. It sounds like an awful experience. But maybe later. We do have to celebrate somehow. But yeah, let's start with our first thumbnail. Though I think this wasn't like my first stream after the last year's anniversary. But I don't know why it's the most oldest thumbnail. I guess I made this one like way before I actually did like the stream itself. But yeah, the one I have here is my Honkai Star Rail speedrun. The iconic one. Which I think I got a pretty good time on that. I think it was like less than 40 minutes or something. Probably closer to like 30 minutes even. But I do quite like this one. Though compared to the Genshin one I did, I think I definitely do prefer that one. But it's kind of hard. This is kind of hard one to like rank first. I feel like it doesn't really. I feel like it's pretty like good, all things considered. But I don't really know if it's like a S tier material personally, because I don't really know like what's coming after this one. But But I think I will just like throw it. At least for now, it's kind of sus. Well, yeah, that's a great way to refer to it. So I can show you the Genshin one I made last year as well. I think that one is even more sus, at least in my opinion. I feel like the sus parts here are like a bit more like... They are more prominent, I would say. But then I feel like my expression on this one is like more sus. But yeah, I think I would probably put that like S tier. I like that. I will move it down if S tier becomes like a bit too crowded with bangers, but I highly doubt that will be the case. So I think for now we'll start with an S tier, and then we'll go far down from that immediately after. So what is the next one? Oh yeah, I guess I thought I played like Fuga Melodies of Steel. Like I had already like finished it last year, but I guess I was still playing it in the second Pirili year. But I do quite like this one. So, or do I? I think out of the Fuga thumbnails, this is probably the worst one. Or maybe not. Maybe there are worse ones. But I guess there is like nothing wrong with it. And I do kind of like how it's like the fucking mole is like in the whole, or like fills up the whole screen. And that's not Gaia, that's just a mole. There's a clear difference. Doesn't mean my mole form. But yeah, I quite like that one. But yeah, but it would be S tier, even higher. I think I might put it A tier for now. And yeah, and thank you for the happy anniversaries, May. And yeah, and that Chrono, that still doesn't work. And thank you for the hit pads. But yeah, I will allow that. There we go. Now it went through. I guess Twitch hasn't fixed this auto mod yet. But yeah, I think I'll put the Fuga thumbnail on A tier. But I will have to make them like kind of small. Because we will run out of space. Yeah, I think that's probably good enough. I'll make the S tiers kind of like big, as I don't think that will be too filled up by the end. Oh, and oh wait, I forgot this stream completely. But yeah, there's League of Legends. But this thumbnail might fool you, but this wasn't a League of Legends stream. Even though one would assume so. But this was a Pokemon stream. Kinda. At least like, maybe like 15% of it was Pokemon. As I did a stream, I think the title was something along the lines of I play Pokemon, but every time any of my Pokemon die, I play a game of League of Legends. I think that was it. And I played like this Pokemon ROM hack called like Pokemon Emerald Rogue, which was, well, I played in like hard mode, and it's quite hard. And my Pokemon did die quite a bit. So in the end, I think I played like maybe an hour of Pokemon and then like 6 hours of League, which that sure is an experience, all things considered. The Pirili play League on his own will. Well, yeah, technically on my own will. But if I was like super good at Pokemon, then I wouldn't have had to play any League. But it was quite funny. I remember at least like one point in the game where like the opponent spammed like a couple like sports dances and like dragon dances or something, and then he just like swept my whole team. But I have 6 Pokemon, and like every time any of my Pokemon got killed, like one-shot it, I would go play a single game of League and then come back, and then my next Pokemon would die immediately. I would go play another game of League. So that one Pokemon battle took like probably 3 hours to do or something. That's probably the longest Pokemon battle of all time. I might have a world record without knowing. But yeah, I do still like this one. I feel like I look so dead inside on this. And it has... Yeah, I think that's the main aspect of a League thumbnail. I feel like I might even like this one quite a bit. Yeah, I feel like that's like S tier. I wasn't expecting like the first 3 thumbnails of the year to be like bangers. But let's see. Well, yeah, but the bangers ain't right there with our Monster Sanctuary thumbnail. Though one could consider this a banger as well. But yeah, I played Monster Sanctuary, which is like this Pokemon plus like a Metroidvania, which is I really enjoyed this game. It was like really cool. And I threw myself here, and then I threw a mole bear, which is a Pokemon from Monster Sanctuary. Or one could even say it's a monster. But yeah, I guess, I don't really know. I guess I do like my drawing of the mole bear. But I don't know if that's enough to like put it in. I don't know if it would be an S tier for me. I think this one might be like closer to C tier, as I could have put in more effort into the drawing itself. I guess if I'd drawn like myself a bit better, then it would be like at least like B tier. But I think for now I'll be a bit harsh and put it C tier. We can't put everything in S tier after all. It shows your artistic capabilities. Well, we might be seeing those more later. Though So that one might be like best out of all the like drawn thumbnails of this year, if I'm being honest. I remember some of them being like really awful, but we'll see. But yeah, I guess I did like 2 Monster Sanctuary streams like back to back. So I think I thought I would beat the game in this one, but then I couldn't, and then I came back the next day and beat it in this one. And you can see like my team here. I had like a cat, a wolf. What the fuck this thing is? Then I had my Yeti guy, then I had my eyeball guy, and then I had my furry. Yeah. I didn't remember my team at all. But I still... I feel like the cat and the wolf look like so generic. They didn't really use like too much imagination for those designs. But I think like every other design was like pretty good. And JoJo's reference. No, not really. I'm just pointing up here. And my hand is like that. No reference is being made. But yeah, I think I quite like this one. I like the... If I'm playing like a Pokemon kind of game, I like it when the thumbnail like shows my whole team. I do like that. I think that's at least like a B tier for me. And I think like the developers of like this game are making... I think like next month they are making like a new one. Or well, they're making it next month, but it's like coming out next month. And it will be like a Pokemon-inspired like roguelike. I'll be definitely checking that out. But yeah, I think that's a good B tier. And then I guess my next... I think this was like the final Fuga Melodies of Steel thumbnail. Which... I guess, yeah, it is like pretty good. But I feel like I like the other one more. So in that case, I feel like this one is probably like B. Or, yeah, I'll put B. I'll be nice. I'll be nice to this one. Yeah, I guess I did kind of like... I think I used my like mole model for like all of the Fuga streams, as it is like a furry game. So it made sense. Yeah, it is once again a bit like a little bit sus, but like it is okay. It's not that bad. And then after that, what do we have? Oh, we have our Resident Evil 3 thumbnail, which I quite like this one. Though it's so dark, I can barely even see that like Gaia is here as well. he's hidden quite well. But yeah, I like this one. It is like kind of dark enough, so it fits like a horror game. So I did make like a quotation marks when I call Resident Evil like horror game, as it's not that scary. But yeah, I think this one is pretty good. I think that's like an A tier for me. Yeah, I will tell you in advance, though it won't be coming anytime soon, so we'll be fine for now. The fuck, I made these like thumbnails way too big. I need to make them a lot smaller. Yeah, there we go. And then I guess I'll rank this one as well, even though it is just the same thumbnail for the most part. But yeah, I think I thought I would be beating like Resident Evil 3 in one stream, but then I couldn't, and then I came back the next day. And then I beat it in like an hour and played like Fortnite for 3 hours after that. I remember that stream quite well. But yeah, I do like making them like kind of horrible. I guess I'll put it right next to this one. I like both of those. But yeah, I will stay and punish you. Oh yeah, when the thumbnail comes. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, maybe I deserve that. So wait, So for next I have like 2 Kingdom Hearts thumbnails. But I think I never used one of these. I made like 2 of them. But yeah, I think I ended up going with this one. But I do also quite like this one. I do like how I'm like a reflection on the Keyblade. So it looks kind of bad. I don't know, it has like a lot of these like gray areas here. I don't really like it. Maybe that's why I didn't go for it. And how long do you use on average on each one? Not that long most of the time. I'd say I don't know if I can give you any like estimate on how long. It kind of depends. If I have like some kind of idea on what I want to make, then it doesn't take that long. Oh, it does depend on how complicated that like idea is. So then I have to figure out how the fuck I make it. So maybe like, fuck, I don't look at the clock while making these. I don't know. I can't give you any kind of estimate. Maybe like 15 minutes at most. So that seems like a long time. So once again, it depends. Yeah, I just kind of go with the flow. I don't use brain. But yeah, I guess I do quite like this one more than this one. I don't know why I went with this. I guess it's goofy, so I do kind of like it. But yeah, I think this one is kind of bad. I don't really like this one. I wonder what was going through my brain when making that. Because this is way cooler. But yeah, it's this Piri anniversary. Happy Piri Day. Yeah, thank you very much. This is the Piri anniversary. One could even call it the Piri Day. But yeah, I think the other one is like C tier and this is like B tier. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Then after that we have our my Sonic Adventure stream, where I had every time I died I rolled like a punishment wheel. And I don't really remember it too well. But I remember that I had to do a couple of like gift subs and then like squats. I remember at least that much. So those are like a couple of the only things I remember that were on like the punishment wheel. So I think yeah, Sonic Adventure is like split between like 6 different like stories where you play as different characters. But I remember I got through like maybe 4 out of the 6 stories without dying a single time or something. So I was quite good. But then towards the end I think I did die like maybe like 10 times. So it wasn't like I didn't have to roll it like too many times. But I do really like this thumbnail. It has like Big the Cat. I think that gives it like bonus points. There's already like 1 tier up just based on that. But yeah, 10 down, 140 to go. Yeah, we are getting there. We are getting there. But yeah, I think I would call this an A tier. I feel like it's missing like something that would make it S tier for me. But I don't know what that something would be. And then I guess I don't know if I played this like back to back. I think I just might have like made these thumbnails like back to back. But I didn't do like the streams themselves. And yeah, this stream's thumbnail will be rated as well. As that is still like made within the second Pirili year. But that will be the final one, as that is the final one that I made. But yeah, I feel like this is a pretty good follow-up for that one. I feel like it doesn't like do anything better, nor does it do anything worse. Though one could even consider this one better than the other one. But I feel like they're both A tier. Yeah, I'll put that there. But yeah, someone just crashed into us. We are bringing him in. The police car I just crashed into and flipped over in Mafia 2. Yeah, I think next couple ones will be pretty awful. Yeah, I don't really like this like Resident Evil 4 one I did. I feel like I guess it's like kind of feeding. But I kind of hate this like empty space here. I feel like I should have like put in something in there. But I don't really know what it would have been. I remember like all of the Resident Evil 4 thumbnails being like awful. I think they will be filling up like the C and D tier. I feel like sometimes I have like games where I can't really like make any good thumbnails for. I remember like last year I had like all of my like Dark Souls and like Lies of P thumbnails were like awful. I think all of them were like in D and C tier. But sometimes this just happens. Yeah, that would have been good. Some kind of like text placement right here. Or literally anything. I hate it when sometimes the corners stay kind of empty when I don't know what the fuck to put in them. So sometimes I fix that problem by just throwing like horror Gaia in there. And then it's like good to go. But yeah, I think there are worse Resident Evil thumbnails coming up, so I think I'll be nice and I'll put this one C tier. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, I played Darkest Dungeon. I completely forgot that like ever even happened. So this is titled Darkest Dungeon 5. So I guess I'd already played it like 5 times at this point. But I don't remember a single Darkest Dungeon stream I did. But yeah, this one doesn't really have anything going for it. It's just a like logo, me, background. Good to go. No, yeah, though. Yeah, I don't really know why I look like that. That is a great question. I guess it does have that going for it. That I'm a unique shape. For some unexplainable reason. But I still think it's kind of bad. I think, though, I guess it, once again, it could be worse. I'll put it C tier. Yeah, I guess I tried making myself into like the Darkest Dungeons horror creature or something. Yeah, if it's normal, it's just C. Yeah, I think so. If I don't personally like dislike it too much, then it will be like C. Then if it has something going for it, then I'll be B. But yeah, this one... Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that Frostpunk 2 even came out. I think I only did like one stream of this. Because I really liked like the first game. But then the second game was kind of boring-ish. So I only played like one time. But I think this one is pretty good. The only bad part about it is that it has like too much snow. I should have like kind of dialed that down a bit. Then it would be like maybe 80 or even. But I personally hate that quite a bit. I think I have a couple of thumbnails that have like the snow effect on it, and it looks pretty bad. Yeah, I think, I don't know how much that like affects the ranking. The fact that it has too much snow. But that sounds like I'm making something like IGN review, too much snow, 7.8 out of 10. But I think it's still like a B tier for me. That doesn't like put it down too much. Yeah, I'll put it right there. See, it has the vibe. Well, I feel like it has the vibe, so I think that's enough to put it to B tier. Because yeah, I said it would be like A tier if it didn't have too much snow. And because of that, it goes like down one tier, so B tier is perfect. And then what do we have? Oh yeah. Yeah, then we go to the awful Resident Evil 4 thumbnails. So for a moment I thought I misspelled Resident. I paid no attention to this T here. I thought it was just like Resident. Yeah, S tier immediately. Well, I don't really know if I would put it S tier. As I once again feel like I could have put a bit more effort into throwing. And I could have like thrown more. There could have been like a zombie here. There we go, now it's perfect, now it's really good. Or I could have done something here. Yeah, I feel like at one point this was gonna like make the thumbnails like maybe the same day as the stream itself was. I think this was probably definitely one of those. But yeah, I don't like this one. I would put it D tier even. Because I feel like if I wanna throw, I could put like a little bit of effort into it. Or at least make it like funny-ish. But that one has like neither of those. For me. So it has to be D tier. That's just the sad truth. And wait, then Among Sleep? I kind of forgot I even streamed this. Yeah, I think this, I can't remember this. Yeah, I think I had been like sick for like a whole week before this stream, and then this was like my comeback. As I do kind of really get sick, but that time I got, somehow. Then I played this one and I think I beat the game in like an hour or something. As it was like a really short game. But yeah, I don't like this one. As it once again is just logo background me, and I don't know what the fuck is going on with me even. Like, what is happening here? Why do I look like that? What game is this? It's like a horror game where you play as like a little baby. And then you have like a talking teddy bear that is with you. That's kind of the only thing I remember from it. It was like kind of interesting, but way too short. I think that's like my review of it. But yeah, I guess it's a chibi me. Yeah, just like squashed down. But yeah, I really don't like this one. Like, I guess I do like the colors a bit. Like, but that's kind of just like the background. I like that one. And I feel like that's none of my like efforts go into it if I just like the background color. So yeah, that's also a D tier. Yeah, I can't remember this time I was making awful thumbnails. You already have a chibi-U. Well, yeah, I do. That is true. I could have used that one instead of making whatever this was. Okay, then more awful Resident Evil 4 thumbnails. I don't really know once again what is going on here. So I will give it the fact that it doesn't have like empty space, or at least like too much of it. There's just like this corner here, and then yeah, there's not much empty space. But there's also nothing else going on. I think that's like a straight... I think that has to go D tier once again. Fuck, I was making so bad thumbnails around this time. What was wrong with me? So I guess I did mention that I was like sick. But yeah, I don't like any of those. But at least then I do go back to form by making my Kingdom Hearts 2 thumbnail. Which, I like this one. I like it quite a bit. I really like how the fucking... Well, how I look here. Yeah, there are a lot of improvements I could have made to the previous one. But yeah, I don't know if this one would be S tier. But I do like it. I'm actually curious, have you found an use for it outside of it being pretty to look at? Like, wait, what are you referring to? Exactly. Oh, GBU. No, not really. I just use it... Wait, what is the chibi me we are even referring to? Or like, I thought we were referring to like my Twitter profile picture, maybe. But I just want to like confirm. Don't say your XPP. That sounds kind of wrong. No, the one I threw. Oh, you meant that one. Yeah. I haven't found any use for it. But I definitely would like to find some kind of use for it. But I just haven't been able to come up with anything. But yeah, it's good that I like confirmed. Because yeah, when I hear chibi me, then I would like immediately think of like the Twitter profile picture. But yeah, if I could figure out some kind of use for it, then I definitely would want to use it. Make it your stream model that we can redeem. Yeah, I guess I could make like a PNG tuber, like a redeem. I feel like calling the PNG tuber seems illegal when if it would just be like a literal PNG. I feel like PNG tuber is like you do have like some kind of mouth movement and all that going for it. But yeah, I think this one is an A tier for me. I feel like it could like be S tier as well, but I think for now A tier will be it. It could be good for a collab PNG. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're right. It does have that kind of vibe for it. To make it an S. No, we'll keep it A for now. I think it's an A tier thumbnail. But I think there might be one Throne thumbnail that is coming up that could be an S tier. So I think one of those will definitely make it to S tier. But yeah, next we have... I guess I did like a Emerald Rogue stream. I kind of thought at this point I'd already like kind of stopped playing it. But yeah, it has the Gigantamax Duraludon. Is that what the Pokemon is called? It has two of them next to each other, and I'm flying into them. But yeah, with this Treasure I summon, one of them can be S tier. Never mind. Well, maybe someday. But yeah, why? Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe I was like fighting one of those things, perhaps. But yeah, I think this one doesn't really have anything going for it. So it's not like bad either, so C tier. So I really need to make these like smaller. There we go. I think I'll start with like stacking two of them on top of each other. Yeah, maybe there is some kind of joke we were making here. What is next? I think this is the final Resident Evil 4 thumbnail. Thank God. But at least, yeah, once again, there is like a bit of empty space. Like here, but not like too much. I did fill it up by throwing Ashley here at least. And what did she do to you? Well, she died. When she wasn't supposed to. Way too many times. That's what she did to me. I think I kind of actually remember this stream's like start even. I was like hitting her with a knife and usually she like dodges the knife. But this time she didn't and then she just died. And then I got a game over. I remember that quite well even. Yeah, it does have a bit more energy to it. But I don't like it. It is like C tier. Actually, I don't want to stack them like that. I'll start doing that once we run out of space. We can still like put them like that. But yeah, I think that's a C tier still. And then and the next one is my Pikmin 4 thumbnail, which I like this one. It is like simple, but I like the funny Pikmin. So this, I guess this one is probably like the first one where we'll be skipping like most of them. As I kind of just like with these thumbnails, I just like kept adding like more Pikmins here every single time. So in the second one there's like a blue Pikmin here, and then I make a yellow Pikmin here. I think I'll rank like the final Pikmin one and then like the first one. I won't rank like all of them, as they are pretty similar. But yeah, I guess, yeah, I think I might agree with the A rank. But I think I prefer this one over like the Kingdom Hearts 2. But I think for like the final one, that one might go like S tier for me. We'll have to see. Oh wait, I have like 2 Tron thumbnails back to back. Yeah, here we have another Kingdom Hearts 2. With another one of my OCs. Goofy, really, I guess. Which I think this one is kind of... I think it's like okay. Or maybe it's quite good. I don't know which one it is. I don't know if I prefer the other one over this one. Yeah, I think it would be good. I don't really... I don't really like this part here. As I just kind of took like the outline from... What is it? Outline from horror and just put it here. So what is going on when I zoom in, actually? Wait, what is this here? Oh wait, I killed it. Yeah, it looks kind of weird. I don't know what is wrong with that part. But yeah, I think it's an... Yeah, it's an A tier. I do like the goofy really. Then what? Oh! I kind of thought... I thought the same thing as with the Emerald Rogue thumbnail, that already like kind of stopped playing it. But I guess at this point I was still doing the Final Fantasy XIV, but I only cooked challenge. But I think this is the final one. This is where I finally officially gave up on it. Thankfully. But I think last year, like, all my Final Fantasy XIV thumbnails were like S tier. I really liked all of them. But I feel like this one is kind of... I do look sad. Which I was. Wait a minute. Wait, now that I zoom in, wait, what the fuck is this? I guess that's supposed to be like a tier? But I kind of hate it. But I'm glad if you like zoom out enough, then you won't see it. But yeah, it looks really bad. I hate that. Okay, now that I saw it, my eyes just like keep locking into it at every possible moment. Oh no. Oh, fuck. Though that's probably not enough to like change its ranking, hopefully. But yeah, thank you for the follow. But yeah, I don't really know if this would be an S tier. As in my mind, I kind of compared to the previous Final Fantasy XIVs, and I like those ones like way more. I can even like show them real quick. If I can find them, of course. Yeah, here's like the first one, which I really like this. This was definitely like an S tier. Well, this was one of my favorites last year even. And then I kind of remember... Yeah, wait. Wait, I think this is titled as Final Fantasy 14 2, but I don't think this was the second one. I do also like this one quite a bit. I love how Gaia looks in this one. Like, what the fuck happened to him? He has never looked that fucked in his entire life. But yeah, I like the thumbnails. Well, thank you very much. I also like most of them. But that's what we're here to find out. Which ones I like. But yeah, I really like that one. Then what is like the... Where is the actual like third one? Oh yeah, there. Yeah, then I like this one as well. Quite a bit. And what was there? I think there was like one more. Oh yeah, there was like this one as well, which I really like this one. So I literally said that over about all of these Final Fantasy 14s. So yeah, I feel like compared to them, I don't really know if I like this one. I feel like it's not an S tier in my mind, but it's still like an A tier. It's just like kind of missing the vibe that the other ones had. Like, it also fits as I slowly go. They get more darker the further we go. Which is also how I felt mentally about playing that fucking game. Yeah, but I still think it's like good. Yeah, I think it's still A tier. Oh yeah, wait, where am I? Oh wait, I lost where was I? Here. Okay, yeah, I guess, yeah, I think this one was my final Kingdom Hearts 2 thumbnail. Which, I don't really like it that much. I feel like it would be kind of okay without like the weird glow thing that is going on here. And then I would have moved like the logo down like here. With those changes, then it would have been okay. But yeah, I really am shiny. But yeah, I don't really like that one personally. I think that's like a C tier. I have some kind of gripe with it. Oh yeah, then, once again a Throne thumbnail. I played Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. I thought it was called Spooky's Jump Scare Man. Yeah, I kind of like this one. Though the explanation for here is that I'm wearing a wig. It's a cosplay of the character Spooky from the game. That's why it has like a little bit of purple here. And there's a guy I also made this thumbnail once again, in all of his glory. But yeah, I think I kind of like that. Though once again, there is like a little bit of empty space like here that I could have done something with. But I feel like for Throne thumbnails, especially the ones that have like the white background, it's like not that bad. But yeah, I don't really know, Once again, I feel like it's missing like something that would make it S tier. But I do definitely think it's an A tier. Because I think I do like, for example, like the Pikmin thumbnail over that one. And if that's an A tier, then this one also has to be A tier. But the A tier is already running out of space. Wait, fuck, we have to make them smaller now. We can't keep going like this. Okay, then what is the next one? Oh yeah, I started playing Final Fantasy 15. I like this one. I like how like low quality it is. As is Final Fantasy 15 itself, so I think it's quite fitting. And I fit in there like so well. You can barely make out that I'm not supposed to be here. Why is everything so blurry? Well, it is on purpose. I think this one would be like awful if it wasn't on purpose. I can already imagine this like being in high res, and I would just be there. But yeah, I think that's kind of funny. I'll put that like B tier even. I like that. Then what is next? Oh, I guess I did like Apex Legends stream. I kind of thought I didn't like do those. Like where I just play Apex. Maybe it had like update or something that made me want to play it or something. There's probably some kind of reasoning for it. But I do kind of... This seems pretty bad. But for some reason, I'm just so into like the fucking white text impact font. And like having the upper text and then like the bottom text. There's something about it. It throws me right in. It makes me think that this thumbnail isn't as bad as it is. But yeah, I still think it's not like a B tier. But yeah, I think C tier. That sounds about right. Yeah, we'll throw it right there. And then after that one, what did I do? Oh, I guess I played Sonic Adventure 2. Which I kinda like this one. To some extent. I feel like there might have been like something more I could have done. But I kinda like how happy I look here. Happy to play Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, but I do like how like colorful it is. I think it does have that going for it. But not sure, I think it's still like... I think it's B tier, still. It is like missing something. That would make it like A tier. But there's like nothing wrong with it and I do like personally like it. So B tier. Makes perfect sense. And then... I like this one. Yeah, this was my second Final Fantasy 15 stream. And I feel like this encapsulates how I feel about Final Fantasy 15 perfectly. This is exactly how anyone playing Final Fantasy 15 would feel like. S tier. Yeah, I feel like it has kind of rough feel to it. I don't know, I feel like the red parts look kind of bad. But I still feel like it's kind of good. That might not even matter. I feel like it might even kind of fit the vibe. That it has kind of the rough feel to it. Yeah, I feel like I would definitely call it S tier even. I do like this one quite a bit. But never in my life seen Pirili this mad. I don't know if I would call myself mad in that one. I look like I'm just kind of done with life. And I think we continue the same kind of vibe for the next one as well. Though it's not even Final Fantasy 15 next time, as the next one is my second Sonic Adventure stream. Oh, I think I might have like made these back to back, so I just used like the same fucking gun on both of them. I think the expression might even be like the exact same. Well, I thought does it get minus points for recycling? Maybe. But yeah, I definitely think like the other Sonic Adventure 2 was better than this one. But I still think it's like pretty good. I do still like the colors. Yeah, I think even if I dislike this, or well, I don't dislike it, but even if I like the other one more, I think both of them are still like B tier. Yeah, I'll put it there. And then I think this was my final Final Fantasy 15 stream. Which I'm just sitting on a boat. Because I think I started the stream by going on a boat. Though then I did also proceed to play it for like 7 hours and I beat it. I remember that quite well. Which that's also something I wouldn't want any human being to do. Playing Final Fantasy 15 for 7 hours straight. As that is quite an experience. But yeah, I feel like this one... It is once again like missing something. I don't know what it is. But yeah, it is very chill. But I think I would probably put it like B tier. It is like missing something that would make it A tier. For me. Yeah, I think that's B tier. And then what is the next one? Oh yeah, this was my like... I think I randomly like noticed that I was like 10 hours away from having like total of like 1,000 hours streamed. So then I did like a 10-hour long stream where I got the 1,000 hours streamed. where I guess I played Cooking Simulator, I played Outlast, and I guess I finished Sonic Adventure 2 as well, and I probably played something other than that. Not that I can't remember what it was. But yeah, did you put them in B because you want to fill it in? Yeah, maybe that's my plan. I want to fill up the B tier. But no, that's just how I felt like it was. But yeah, I like these kind of thumbnails, where it's like split into like these kind of quadrants of different things. I think I do have a couple of these coming up. Yeah, thank you very much. I wonder how many hours we are at this year, or by this point. Can actually look that up. It's not like we don't have time. How many hours are we at right now? We are at 1,600 hours. So I guess I've streamed like less this year in that case. Because this was like a couple months after the like last year's anniversary. And by that time I had already like streamed 1,000 hours. So I guess we are lacking a bit. Well, yeah, I don't really know if I put a lot of effort into it. I feel like if I would make some kind of changes, I would make maybe like the middle part a bit different. I wouldn't just make it like white. It does make like the text a bit more easier to read. And then I guess I did like, I think I recycled these ones, because this one is from the Sonic Adventure stream, and then this one, I think I used it for something else. But even ignoring those, I think it's a good one. And it does get the bonus points for the achievement. But I still think it's not an S tier. I would put it... I would put it A tier. I'll be kind of rough to it. You should do a time capsule this year to see did you hit your goals new year. But I don't have any goals. So that would be kind of hard to do. And I don't really want to have any goals either, as those would get kind of stressful. So I think I'm happy to be goalless. Play Thinking League. Yeah, but maybe not. That's definitely not my goal. But yeah, let's go to the next thumbnail. We have Koromon, which is like a Pokemon-inspired game. One could even say it's Pokemon. But I remember this game. I guess it was also a blind Nuzlocke. Yeah, I definitely knew that. But yeah, I remember this game. I think it was like quite good. From what I remember, I think I had pretty good time with it. But I think these thumbnails are once again like the type that they're like too similar to each other, so we won't be like ranking all of them. But I do kind of like this one. It has kind of nothing wrong with it. And it's also kind of not like missing anything. Yeah, I feel like it seems like a B tier thumbnail, but I might even put it A. Because I feel like I couldn't really do anything better with this one. Yeah, it's kind of like basic, but it's also like kind of clean. Which I do appreciate that. Yeah, and then what is the next one? Oh yeah, I played Ni no Kuni. I guess I was playing like a lot of like Pokemon-inspired games during this time, but I wasn't playing like actual Pokemon. But yeah, this game is kind of bad. I think I did kind of like stop playing it at some point. I'd never like beat it. But yeah, it's kind of like a JRPG that is kind of like it's kind of like Studio Ghibli inspired, and you like collect kind of Pokemon in that one, and then you do like battles. But I never heard of it, huh? And wait, how many did we already rate? I haven't kept up the count. I guess we can count them after we rank this one. But yeah, this one is kind of like, it's kind of basic as this one, but it's not as good. But I feel like those also don't really have anything wrong with it. So I'll put it B. But yeah, that game was kind of rough for for a lot of reasons. I think it just kind of required a lot of grinding at one point, and that's when I like stopped playing because I refuse to grind because grinding is cringe after all. But it's like it's a cool game, but it's also not a good one in my opinion. And I guess now we can... Yeah, wait, I think this is the final, like, Pikmin thumbnail. Yeah, now we can, like, rank the final version. That has all the Pikmins. But yeah, I really like this one. it just looks so colorful with, like, all the different colored Pikmins. And all that. Yeah, I think this is an S tier for me. I really did like the first one as well. But now it has, like, all of them. I really like it. Yeah, I probably should get to, like, playing Pikmin, like, the other Pikmin games soon. I might play, like, the second one at some point. Yeah, it's really simple, but it works. Oh, wait, what is this? Wait, I remember this happening, but I don't remember anything of my FIFA stream. But yeah, I guess it did happen at some point. And I was the god of football. So I think I did kind of lose, like, everything from what I can remember. From what little I can remember. I played it exactly one time. I guess. But yeah, I think that one is kind of... It's either like C or D tier. I don't really like that one. I guess I'll put it C tier. I'll be nice to this thumbnail. Yeah, it can go there. Then we have like 2 Koromon thumbnails. I'll skip those as they're kind of similar. They have so many similar thumbnails around this era. Yeah, I have like a Ni no Kuni thumbnail, but it's almost the same, except I added this like little guy here. That's like really low quality for some reason. But yeah, I don't want to like rank those, as they're like way too same. Oh yeah, I remember this stream. Yeah, I played Visage, which was a horror game that was kind of bad. I think that's pretty much everything about it. I think it was kind of a short stream from what I can remember. But yeah, I don't really like this one. I have like the rain effect here, but it looks like horrible. I think without like the rain, it would be like okay. But with that added in, I think it goes like C tier. Because at least like thumbnails, they're usually kind of small. So they do work. If you don't see this from a close-up, then it's like okay. But when you see it from close, then it's kind of bad. But I'll still put it like C. Oh yeah, I did. Wait, I did say we will like count the thumbnails before when we like were at the Ni no Kuni thumbnail. So wait, how many is that? 4, 10. Wait, fuck. How does one count? So wait, 10, 16, 20, 25, 30, 35. I guess we're at 38. Which, well, I guess we're, yeah, 1 hour and 38 thumbnails done. That's like a pretty good pace. Though, actually, but if we consider that there might be like 150 of them. Well, I guess, yeah, it's gonna be like over 3 hours, but less than 4 hours, I think, with that kind of pace. But yeah, what is next? Oh yeah, fuck, wait, oh yeah, I played Baldur's Gate. The fuck, wait, now that I think about it, I never finished Baldur's Gate 3. I think I need to get to that. As that was like one of the first things I ever streamed on this channel, like during the first week. And I still haven't beaten it. You're going into the 3rd year while still having Baldur's Gate 3 not beaten. How is that possible? Yeah, I think I need to like lock in at some point and just like finish it. As I think I'm not even like that far from finishing it. But yeah, I don't really know if I like this or hate this. I guess it does have my man Pirili Holnecro here, and then I'm also back there. I think most of the Baldur's Gate thumbnails are pretty bad. From what I can remember. But I don't know if this one is like... I think if I compare this to the other ones, I think then this one is kind of like... bad. But yeah, it's the same picture. No, it's not the same picture. There are two different characters here. There's me and then there's Pirili Holnecro. A completely separate character. As you can see, he has mustache. But yeah, I think I'll put that, like, seat here. The once again, if you look at it from far away, then it's, like, better. Because you can barely, like, make out my face. You can only see Pirili Holnecro. No, but that's not me. That's my great-grandfather, Pirili Holnecro. But yeah, what is after that one? I guess I did like 2 Baldur's Gate thumbnails, but I'm not sure if I ever used this one. No, I probably did use this one. But yeah, it's me and my Baldur's Gate party. We have Gale here, we have Shadowheart, we have... What is the final guy called? Wheel. And then we have our Owlbear. And then Pirili Holnecro is here as well. Yeah, I think after this one, I think I... Yeah, I feel like this one might be like my final, like, fully, like, drawn thumbnail. I haven't done those in quite a while. Yeah, I think I can stop doing them for some reason. But is he holding a balloon? No, he's holding his magic wand. Obviously. But yeah, I kind of like this one. It's not an S tier once again, but I think it's like... I think I'll put it B tier. I could have like put in more effort into it. But I still think it's like good. Yeah, we'll put it there. And then... Oh wait, is this the... Yeah, I guess we can actually rank the final, like, Coromon thumbnail. Because I guess the only difference is that I've, like, changed, like, the shading or, like, the colors of the background, and I added, like, my team here. So can we look at the team? I guess I had, like, I think this bear was, like, my starter. Then this crab thing was, like, my best Pokemon. And then I had a bee. And then I had, like, a Hydra? So that's only 4 guys. Maybe the rest of them like died or something, and I only had 4. I don't remember. But yeah, I like the addition of like the team on each thumbnail of these. I guess it does have like a little bit of variation because of that. But yeah, I think that's still like an A tier. It goes under the other one. It could even be considered better than the previous one. But not like a whole tier difference between them. It's not that much better. But I like it. I like it. Then... Well, actually, we have a thumbnail here that I never used. But I went out of my way to make it, in case I do ever play this, like, game. I don't know if do we rank that? I guess I did make it, like, this year. So we can rank it, even if I might end up using it, like, in the 3rd year. But yeah, I made a Gravity Rush thumbnail. But I'm still kind of like... I still haven't played Gravity Rush on the channel. Because I'm kind of afraid. Because I think I do have this like thing where I might get like motion sickness from like playing some kind of games. And I feel like Gravity Rush is like a perfect example of getting motion sickness. Because you like change gravity and like fly around and all of that. So it gets kind of like, ugh. I can already feel like throwing up just imagining it. But I really like this game, so I would like to play it someday, but I don't know if I can, like, if I can physically do it. But yeah, I do really like the thumbnail I made for it. I hope I do get, like, use it someday. I guess I'll just have to, like, luck in someday and do it, and see if I die or not. I guess recently I haven't really gotten like motion sickness from playing games, but I guess I haven't really like played any games that would do that for me. So I guess maybe I've overcome it. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can play Gravity Rush. But yeah, I really like this one actually. It's kind of simple. Oh, wait, I killed it. Wait, let's get it back. But yeah, it's quite simple, but it looks quite good at the same time. Yeah, I think I might agree with you on that. I think it might be an S tier. I really like it. It fits the game like perfectly. Though it's kind of funny that the S tier is a thumbnail I've never used. But someday, it is getting there. I'll play Gravity Rush. Then we have a Fortnite stream. Which I feel like I always put like the least amount of efforts into Fortnite thumbnails. As you can see. But I think it fits the vibe of Fortnite perfectly. Care to explain? Explain what? Like, why do I put so little effort into Fortnite? Or why does this thumbnail exist? Or... But yeah, like Fortnite, I feel like it's just like I can't take the game like seriously in any sense. So that's why I kind of like... I just do literally something for the thumbnails. As I think we'll see later on as well. I think I have a pretty good one coming up. Yeah, I just don't really know. To me, like Fortnite, I can't take it like seriously. I can't like make a serious Fortnite thumbnail. That's just... It doesn't feel right to me. I feel like you can't make a serious Fortnite thumbnail. That goes against everything I believe in. If that makes any sense. But yeah, I think that goes to like C tier. Even though it's like made bad, it's like made bad on purpose. But I could have made it even worse on purpose. I just know Pirili loves Lee, but I can't prove it yet. Yeah, maybe. Then we have another Baldur's Gate. Which as well kind of has the same vibe as the other one, but it doesn't have like the actual Baldur's Gate logo. It instead has just the Impact Fund Baldur's Gate 3 and then just a picture of Pirili Holnecro being kind of fucked up and covered in blood. I don't know what was going on. But I quite like this one. I think it might be like the first thumbnail of the year where I'm not like present in any form. Yeah, it does look like it could be a meme. Which I think that counts as bonus points. But yeah, I really like this one. Though, I think, do I like it? How much do I like it? Do I like it like A tier or B tier? No, I think it goes B tier. I think this is a B tier thumbnail. Yeah, I think that's a perfect B tier. And then I think this was my first stream after like Christmas, if I remember correctly, and I guess I put quite a bit of effort into it based on that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think Marvel Rivals came around that time, so I was like kind of playing it. I don't know why my eyes look kind of weird in this one. They look like I'm looking like in both directions or something. I don't know why they look like that. I guess because they're like cut in half. But yeah, I think we are still in like December. We'll know once we hit the... We do have a special stream we have on every New Year, so we do know when we hit that. Your fang made it cute. Yeah, well, thank you very much. But yeah, I think that goes on C tier. As it's once again like made bad on purpose. I didn't put any effort into it, if that wasn't like obvious. But it still looks kind of funny to look at, so that's enough for C tier. And then we have another Baldur's Gate. Which, yeah, at least this one has like me. And there's my man Hals in here as well. So I don't really know what's like going on. Once again. I don't really know how I feel about this one. As it does kind of... It feels like I put more effort into it. But at the same time, it's like worse than the other two, in my opinion. So then I don't really know how that like works. I think it goes down because of that, right? But I also think, though calling it like effort also, like... I think I just like did random things with it and then went with it. I didn't really like plan it to be like good. But yeah, I think... I feel like D tier is too harsh, but I do have to be harsh. I need to fill up the D tier as well. We can't just all... They all can't just be good. But yeah, I think we'll be a bit mean to this one. Yeah, we'll throw D tier. And then we have our Sonic Heroes thumbnail. I think these ones are also kind of similar to each other as well, only rank like one of them maybe. Well, we won't add any tiers. We are fine with the ones we have. But yeah, I like the Sonic Heroes thumbnails. They look so bad. in like the good way. They look like someone, like some like 5-year-old figure out what colors are, at least like background. And then it has Team P here, which I guess I'm like the speed character of our Holnecro family. Then Gaia is the power one, and then, well, it makes sense that Horror would be the flying, as he can fly, or at least like float. And then there's Big Tech. Oh wait, it's not even Big Cat, it's just Big Cat. But yeah, I think I like that one. I think it goes A. I feel like I could have done like something different with all the Sonic Heroes thumbnails. I kind of regret like going with this kind of same format. Because I feel like that had like a lot of potential to make like good thumbnails. And that's a cat. Of course it's a cat. Big the cat, even. Yeah, I can see why you could think that it's like a fox or something. But it's a cat. He's just big. Okay, but I guess... Yeah, I guess now we are at New Year's already. I guess I didn't really stream too much around that time. I guess I had like something going on. So I guess if the Marvel Rivals stream was like after Christmas, then it's like... That was probably on like 26th or 27th. No, actually, wait, that makes sense. For some reason my brain thought that like... Christmas and New Year's were like farther away from each other than they actually are. But yeah, Totoro, but really. or pink, you mean? Yeah, I thought you meant like me, because it's purple. But yeah, now we have our New Year's Minecraft hardcore stream, which I kind of like it. I think I can show like the one I had the previous year. I think I have like some kind of format to them. I don't know why we went with this kind of thing for them, but I think it looks real like vibrant and colorful. I think the previous years, like the other Minecraft thumbnail was also like S tier, so I think this one goes there as well. Yeah, I like how colorful and vibrant they look. Yeah, double S tier, it's that good. Yeah, I think those ones look really good. And then we have our first stream of the year coming up, where I went up against Sans Undertale in Undertale. And that sure ended up not going too well. After all, I did 3 streams of that. Even though I got to Sans Undertale, which is the final boss of the game within this stream. But it sure was an epic battle, all things considered. But I don't really know if I like this one that much. Rival to Lover Jump. Yeah, I think at that point Sans was like my main enemy in life. Nowadays I think it's like Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. But Sans was like the original. But yeah, I think compared to the other two that are coming up from Undertale, I think I like this one the least. But I do still like it. Your husband, why you hate Foxy? Why you hate Foxy? I've never liked Foxy. What do you mean? But yeah, I still think like... The fuck? So can you see how I was gonna put it like A tier, but we have no space in A tier. Fuck. Wait, can we actually do a little bit of adjustments? Wait, where are these thumbnails? I need to make like the couple of them like smaller. Let's put like a little bit of space here. And then let's move like these over here. Okay, now we have a little bit more space. But yeah, I still think even if I like the other ones more, I think this one is an... Or would it be B tier? It is kind of like simple. But it does kind of also work. Wait, that's kind of hard one. Fuck. I think I'll put it B tier, as I think the other ones are better. Yeah, I'll put it in the middle. I guess B tier is kind of the middle of this list. And then we have the roguelike gauntlet that I did, where I beat 5 roguelikes back to back. And I guess this one also uses like the format of having like these different quadrants here. Which I really like this one. I think this one looks really like clean. I meant between B and A. Oh, well, I won't put anything like in between. It's either B or A, and in this case it's B. But yeah, I think I really like this one. Quite a bit. I think it has to be an S tier. Yeah, this one has like nothing wrong with it, and I really like it. And it looks clean. And I like my little face in the middle. I like that one quite a bit. I think I kind of used this like exact same format with like the other gauntlet that I did. Yeah, I think that's like a perfect one. Then we have our second Undertale thumbnail. Which I think I do really like this one. And Foxy? Is he still on the way? I guess he doesn't work this time again. Well, I will give you your points back. Yeah, I guess he heard me talking shit. Wait, how do I do that? Where is Foxy? There. Yeah, I don't know. It just sometimes decides to not work. I don't really know what's like wrong with it. But yeah, this Undertale thumbnail, I really like this one. I like it way more than the other one. It might even be like, could it even be S tier? I just like it. It's like perfect. It has Sans, it has me. I'm approaching him as I was for like 100 times when I was trying to beat him. Yeah, I think that one is an S tier for me. It might not be able to like, it's not like as clean as the other like S tiers, but I think I just like it on a personal level. And then, oh yeah, I did do like 2 Undertale streams back to back. Because I was like really close to beating Sans on that second stream, and then I came back the next day and beat him in like an hour. But I really like this one as well. Fuck, could be, how much do I like it? Yeah, I do like this kind of format as well, where there's like 2 characters that are kind of like big, and they fill up like most of the screen. I feel like this definitely is in B tier. This is at least like an A tier material. And I feel like it might even be S tier contender. But I feel like it is missing like that tiny little spark that it's that is required for S tier. But I think that's a definite A tier for me. Then what do we have? Oh yeah, we have Final Fantasy VI, which it once again has like the snow. But I feel like the snow isn't as bad as it was in like the Frostpunk thumbnail. There isn't like that much of it. There maybe like still be too much. But once again, I feel like I had a little bit of trouble. Like, I tried like finding something like character art to put in here from like Final Fantasy VI, but all of it was like kind of low quality that I could find. Even this one isn't like super like high res, which kind of sucks. But at least it like fills up the empty space that might have otherwise been there. So I think, are these... Yeah, I think most of the Final Fantasy VI thumbnails are kind of the same. Yeah, we will only be like ranking one of them, which is I guess the first one. But yeah, I'm not really that big of a fan of this one. I think it goes to like... It goes C tier. As there isn't really anything wrong with it either. But yeah, we'll throw it there. And then... Oh yeah, I completely forgot this stream happened. Yeah, I played this like horror game called Crimson Snow. Like, we already brought back the snow effect. It was only a way for like one... Wait, it wasn't a way for a single thumbnail, as there was no thumbnails in between the previous one. But yeah, I guess I kind of like this one to some extent. Though I feel like it would be better without the snow effect. Once again, I feel like it ruins like all of these. Or, well, it doesn't ruin them, but they do get minus points for having it. Yeah, but I still think it's better. Yeah, I think B tier sounds good. I think I do agree with that. Oh yeah, then I started my journey of reaching Diamond rank in Marvel Rivals. And becoming the God of Diamond. And yeah, this was like the first one out of those. Which I kinda like this one. It doesn't have like any empty space. And then I like, with all of these, I kinda just like added my face into these like character arts. Which I kinda like that, though it doesn't look like good at all. But though, once again, if you look at it from far away, then you can't really see how bad it looks. But yeah, I like this one. Though once again, not sure how much I like it. I think I would probably put it like... Yeah, my face does fit in quite well, if you don't look at it like too closely. But yeah, it's either like B or B. What is a B? I was saying like B or A, but then I combined them. It's either B. I keep saying B. Yeah, it's either B or A. I keep repeating it. I don't know what is wrong with me. Well, I think I'll put it B for now. No, actually, fuck that. I'll put it A. That's an A tier thumbnail. Yeah, that's an A tier. You mean B? Well, yeah, that is what came out of my mouth. But I didn't mean to say that. So I did just kind of like combine B and A. But then we have quite a few like repeats. Or like, we have Sonic Heroes and like Final Fantasy VI thumbnails here. Which I'm not gonna rank those as they look way too similar. But then we have something. I think this was just kind of like a Fortnite stream or something. Because I didn't know what to do. But what are these like supposed to be like mountains? And yeah, I guess they are, and then this is like a cloud. And then I'm here, looking normal. But yeah, I don't really like this one. I think that's a D tier. I could have like tried doing at least like something, but I didn't. Yeah, I think it goes down there. Wait, we might have like... Well, usually if it's just titled something, I would assume I probably played Fortnite. And I might kind of remember that one even. I think I played Fortnite. But yeah, I think we have two D tiers back to back. As this is my Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stream, where I tried playing it. Because I don't know, I went into it, I thought I would like do a funny thing where I play as only as Sans Undertale. And then I went to like online. But for some reason that game kinda sucks ass. And it doesn't like, the matchmaking is like awful. Because it only like matches you up with like people who are from like the same region as you. So in between like every match, it took me like half an hour to find a new match. So I played like for 2 hours and I probably played like 5 games. But yeah, I hate this one because you can barely see I'm here. Did you notice that? I doubt you did. But yeah, what did Fortnite do to you? Nothing, I like Fortnite. But yeah, I feel like if it was a bit more clear that I'm getting blasted by Sans Undertale, then it would be like a bit better. But even with that, it wouldn't be like too high. But now it's just complete D tier. Yeah, that's a pretty bad one. I don't like that one. And I feel like if the stream itself is also like bad, then that kind of does put the thumbnail down for me, which this was an awful stream itself. Yeah, but then I think we have a couple of good ones back to back. Yeah, we have Ultra Sun Nuzlocke, which I like this one. It has me here hugging a little Litten. And it doesn't really have too much empty space. And at least we have my man Terminator here, like carrying the team and filling up the space. And I really like the Alola map they made for like Ultra Sun. It looks like really good on the background. Yeah, I think that's like a... how much do I like this one? Yeah, that's kind of hard choice. I'm kind of wondering if it's like... I guess it's at least like A tier. Yeah, I think I'm fine with A tier. Though, once again, we are kind of running low on space. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then I feel like this one might be like an S tier contender, personally. I love the fucking Shadow the Hedgehog thumbnail. Yeah, I love this one. It's kind of simple as it does only have like a black background. But I feel like I did kind of fill it up pretty well. Yeah, this one is like... this goes pretty hard, one could even say. Though the stream itself was pretty bad, as I only played for like an hour and I got motion sickness and stopped playing. But it's still, the thumbnail is really good. Though I still wish I could have played like more of Shadow the Hedgehog. But yeah, I think this is definitely an S tier. No doubt about that. Yeah, we'll throw Shadow the Hedgehog right there. And yeah, happy 2nd anniversary. Well, thank you very much, and welcome. As you can see, we are kind of deep into the tier list at the moment. With quite a few... I'm kind of surprised how many thumbnails are at like S and A tier, personally. But we do have quite a few good ones. But we're also kind of running out of space at the same time. Half already. Oh, like, are we halfway done? I would say we are getting close to the halfway point, maybe. But it's probably still not there. Also, wait, no, I kind of like the next one quite a bit. Because it's like a... You know that I had like the cute thumbnail where I'm hugging the Litten here. Now it looks kind of fucked up because I made it so small. But yeah, we had that. But then there's the follow-up thumbnail to that one. Which is this. Yeah, I think I like these as a combo. Yeah, I feel like this one is like worse than the previous one, but I feel like together they do kind of go to A tier, both of them. But yeah, I guess the Litten died during the first stream, which doesn't surprise me a single bit. Those A tier once again, yeah, let's just throw it in there though. Let's make it even smaller. Fuck, I feel like we need more space. How do I get more space? I guess I'll make those other ones on A tier smaller, but for that I have to like find them first. Fuck, where are they? Where's the fucking Kingdom Hearts thumbnail? No, not that one, but that one. There we go. Okay, I'll make that smaller. And then I'll make this Pikmin one smaller as well. And then we'll move them here. Now, I guess I technically could make like the list itself bigger. I guess I'll try doing that if things look bad. But for now, we can still like make these adjustments. But I made some of these thumbnails like way too big. But now the problem is I can't like fucking find them. But yeah, I got it. Yeah, Sonic Heroes, that one has to be a bit smaller, and then I'll smooth this. Yeah, I remember kind of running out of space last time as well, but it wasn't like this bad. I guess I didn't have like too many A tiers. But yeah, last year I think I kind of ran out of space on like B and C tier. But yeah, this year it appears I've made good thumbnails for once. But yeah, what is next? Wait, that's an Final Fantasy VI thumbnail. We don't want to rank that, as it's too similar to the other ones. I guess we can rank all the Marvel... Well, should we rank all the Marvel Rivals thumbnails? I guess we can do that. They are kind of different enough. And all of them have their own kind of charm. If that's what you wanna call this monstrosity. I don't know what the fuck I did with the face here, but why does it look like that? But yeah, it continues the trend of me adding my face on these Marvel Rivals characters. But I think this one doesn't look as clean as the other one. For some reason. Yeah, charm, he says. Yeah, we'll call it charm. Yeah, I'll also put that one like B tier. I do like it. Then what did I do next? Oh yeah, I played Ape Escape. Which, I don't really know how I feel about this one. As it is just a picture from Ape Escape, but I added myself on top of it. Though you can barely even make, like, me out of it. But I am there. In some form. Yeah, I guess it's not, like, bad. And it's, like, made bad on purpose. Though, I guess that means that it is bad. But yeah, I feel like that's like a C tier. So I should probably put it like D tier, because I have more space down there. But I'll be fair. I won't rank them based on how much space I have left on my tier list. Yeah, I'll put it C. And then... Yeah, I guess... Wait, yeah, we have like another Marvel Rivals, but I remember hating this one. Yeah, because on this one I didn't like add my face in. I like removed the character here and replaced myself with them. But I look so out of place. I look like a fucking giant next to a robot. I think I didn't really put like too much effort in this one. I really dislike it. I'll even put it like D tier. Because I feel like that one would have been an easy one to make well, but I didn't. And then what is the next one? Oh yeah, I played more Ultra Sun. And I guess I had a Gengar in my team. I don't remember too much about my Ultra Sun run, aside from the fact that I killed like every single Pokemon that I had. Which that has never happened to me in like Pokemon Nuzlocke before. I don't know what was my problem with like Ultra Sun, but like everyone just kept dying. I literally think I didn't have like a single Pokemon left in my like box by the end. Or I had like maybe 3. But yeah, I guess I do kind of like be on top of the Gengar, as we are both purple, so it does fit. But I once again feel like Pokemon thumbnails, I feel like they should be like easy to make. I feel like there's like quite a few things you can kind of like put into them. But in this one I kind of didn't. So I think because of that I'll put the like seed here. Because I definitely could have done a better thumbnail. Then what did I do after that? Okay, I guess there was like a Final Fantasy VI thumbnail in between, and then the next Ultra Sun thumbnail. Which I kind of like this one. It has me here, and then it has Ultra Necrozma in the background, which I was gonna fight this stream. But then I never even got there because I got wiped against the final like trial Pokemon. So yeah, we never, I can't believe we never even got to fight like Ultra Necrozma, which should be like Nuzlocke killer in like Ultra Sun. But maybe someday, maybe I'll redo this run, and then we can fight Ultra Necrozma. But yeah, I like this. As I feel like having it's good to add the Ultra Necrozma in the thumbnail. As that was kind of the thing I was talking about during this whole run. I'm like how I am like deadly afraid of fighting it, as I've heard the rumors that it's so hard. And well, yeah, I've actually like never played Ultra Sun before this one. This was like a blind Nuzlocke technically. But I'm kind of sad I never got to actually fight it. Yeah, I think that's like a beat here. I will have to make this like super small. There we go. Then what is next? We have Jet Set Radio. I kind of forgot I even played Jet Set Radio. But I think I did like beat this in a single stream. I kind of... It doesn't like look clean like some of the other ones. It looks kind of rough. But I kind of, at least, I like the idea I had of like spray painting like this thing here and then putting like the logo on top of it. But it does have kind of the rough feeling to it. But for the, I feel like for the idea, I'll give it like B tier. And it's not like really bad. It's like okay at least. Yeah, I think it goes down here. Then what is after that? Oh yeah, I played New Mystery of the Emblem. I really do like this thumbnail. I just literally took my like Mart amiibo, put it on the floor and took a picture of it. And then put myself and did like a thumbs up and that's it. Yeah, truly a magnificent thumbnail. Which I put so much effort into. But I do still like it. I feel like that's an A-tier thumbnail to me. I feel like it makes it even better that like the fucking Mart's like sword is like so bent. Yeah, I like this one. I think this might be like the only good... what is this game called? New Mystery of the Emblem thumbnail I made. But yeah, I like that one. I'll put it 8 here. Then what did I do after that? I guess there's one more Marvel Rivals. Which, yeah, well, I guess in this one I didn't put my face in. I just put my hair. But I feel like it fits the theme quite well. For the most part, at least. It's like a perfect shape for his head. But yeah, I still think... I'll put it... I feel like that's a... It's about like a C tier. Though the C tier is looking kind of rough. I feel like we might have to make some adjustments. Okay, wait, what is next? Oh, Boulder. Oh, I guess I continued Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I took like a small break when I reached the second act, and then I got back on the third act. And yeah, this one is quite awful. But once again, it's on purpose. I feel like it wouldn't be like that bad if it didn't have like these weird lines here. I feel like those make it like look really low quality. So I feel like it would be really low quality without them, but that makes it like pretty bad. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I don't really know why I like struggle so much with like Baldur's Gate thumbnails. They're kind of hard to make. As I don't really have like any ideas for them ever. So that's why we end up with like these. But at least this one is like really good. But yeah, I might even be kind of... I'll put that one like D tier. I'll be mean to it. Then what is next? Oh yeah, I played Sonic Riders. So wait, is this Zero Gravity? No, wait, this is just the normal, like, Sonic Riders. Yeah, this one also has, like, the rain effect. Though I think it doesn't look as bad as it did on, like, some of the other ones. And I feel like it's... Well, my head is, like, really big. I guess that's, like, on purpose. I have, like, the fucking black eyes. They are so dead inside. Which is kind of the experience of playing Sonic Riders, so it does kind of fit. But yeah, I think that's like okay. That's like a B tier. Yeah, I think I did really like my Sonic Riders Zero Gravity thumbnail. I can't remember that one, as it has only been like maybe 4 months since I made it. But yeah, that one isn't as good. Then what is the next one? Yeah, fuck, we have to see these awful new Mr. Emblem thumbnails. Which, yeah, I guess in this one I think I started the stream by watching like the Pokemon Presents, and then I played the new Mr. Emblem. That explains the thumbnail. But I don't remember what they like announced in that Pokemon Presents. So they usually don't announce anything, so yeah, that already answers like my question. Wait, I do remember. Yeah, I did this thing here. I added like my face on the fucking like avatar. That is like on here. But then I think I was gonna do it for all of these thumbnails, but I forgot to do it for every other one. So it's like, it's just on this one. But I think it's kind of nice effect to have. Because my face isn't on these thumbnails in any other place. But yeah, that's probably like a C tier. It does have like something going for it. So yeah, fuck it. We have to make space now. Where is the thumbnail? There we go. Yeah, why did I make this so big? What was I thinking? Like, I already knew that I was gonna have so many thumbnails here. Of course, this screen would like fill up if I make them this big. Okay, well, that's at least like a lot of space to work with. Though when you zoom out of it, you see that it's actually not that much space to work with. Then what is next? Oh yeah, this one I found my new calling as a Rocket Raccoon main in Marvel Rivals. Which I am Rocket Raccoon main up to this day as well. As I've been kind of playing this game on my own recently. I've actually almost gotten Diamond without really putting in that much effort. But I'm currently kind of stuck in like Platinum. But maybe I'll be able to reach Diamond again. Maybe I'll become the God of Diamond once more. We'll have to see about that. But yeah, I do kind of like this one. I think I even like changed the colors a bit on the Rocket Raccoon, as I don't think he has any like purple on him normally. And yeah, wait, he even has like purple fur. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, it does kind of like blend in a bit better because of that, but it's still like a B tier, as it isn't like that much better from the previous one. Yeah, I'll put it there. And let me I'll have a sip of water. Go. Yeah, these I kind of remember, yeah, I don't really like speak this much usually. Yes, I do kind of like focus on the game a little bit more, but, well, here we don't have a game. The only thing we have is me speaking. So I do like speak way more than I normally do. which I'm not used to. But I think we're getting through it just fine. And then what is next? Oh yeah, Sonic Unleashed. Yeah, this was around the time when like someone made like the PC release for Sonic Unleashed, and then I played it. Which I do like this thumbnail. It's like the fucking werehog is like, well, holding my head. And I think it doesn't look like that bad for the most part. It definitely could be better. I do give it that. But it also doesn't look bad. Yeah, I think there's a beat here. We'll put that there. Then what do we have? Okay, we have a Baldur's Gate thumbnail, which, well, it's just a picture of the bear with like a little bit of added purple, and then there's Gaia in the eye. I think the eye wouldn't look that bad if I got rid of this like weird white part here. I could even do that like now. Can I fix this thumbnail? Wait, what tool am I using? Yeah, like if you remove that, then I think it looks way better. But yeah, though once again, I think this was kind of made bad on purpose. As I did just put the picture of funny bear in there, and that I called it a day. But I think I would still put it to like D tier for lack of effort. Yeah, I'll be kind of mean to it. Then we have another Mr. Emblem thumbnail, which once again I feel like I didn't really have any clue what to do with this. So I just put a picture of Riz and Wendell here. Not really sure if I was like, I don't think if I was even like using Riz in my like team while playing that, but I do kind of like him, so I guess that's why I put him into the thumbnail. But yeah, my brain was like completely done. I do think Fire Emblem thumbnails are kind of hard for me as well. I don't really know why. As I feel like that's kind of the same thing as with like Pokemon, where you can kind of easily make them good. But somehow for me they're always really difficult. I have like no idea what to do with them. And that's how we end up with stuff like this. I wonder how far. Yeah, we've gotten quite far with these thumbnails. We are definitely like past the halfway point. Yeah, I just like noticed it. But yeah, I think this one is... I would probably put it to like D tier even. I'll be kind of mean to this from now on. Yeah, I don't like that one. I don't know how many... Yeah, I guess there's like one more new... Oh wait, there's like two more new Mr. Emblem thumbnails. Oh no. Well, I guess the D tier is finally getting filled up. But yeah, what do we have here next? I guess this was the final Marvel Rivals thumbnail. These were like reached Diamond. And I look so happy about it. And there are funny little raccoons here as well. Yeah, I guess at this point I ran out of characters that I play, so I couldn't really like put them into the thumbnail. Or I could have, but it would have been kind of weird because I don't play those characters. Because I already like used up all of them. So I put myself and the raccoons, and I think I do like this one. I kind of like the colors. But it's not like better than the other ones, so it's probably gonna go B still. Though, once again, space is gone. Fuck, I make so many B tier thumbnails. I guess we can we make some space? Yeah, let's make these ones like really small. I feel like the Tron thumbnails are kind of like hard to see if you make them like too small. But I guess it's fine. You don't really need to see them. Yeah, let's move these. Oh yeah, now we once again have space to work with. Perfect. Now we can get back into it by ranking this awful Sonic Unleashed thumbnail, so it goes like under everything. There we go. But yeah, this one, I think I'll just put it this straight like D tier. It has like nothing going for it. Yeah, it goes right there. I think after like the first Sonic Unleashed thumbnail, I think all of them are kind of bad. I peaked in the first one, though I'm glad there are only 3 of them, so in that sense it is kind of fine. But yeah, fuck, there are so many bad thumbnails coming up. And there's like this awful New Mystery of Emblem thumbnail, where once again it's just me giving a thumbs up. Yeah, I think straight to D tier. Yeah, the D tier is starting to get like kind of filled up. But yeah, that does deserve to go in there. I will give it that. And then what do we have? We have Mahjong Soul. I kind of forgot I did like a separate Mahjong Soul stream. But I guess I did so. And I was a Richie God. I don't remember, I either like popped off during that stream or I played like awfully. It's one or the other. But if I remember correctly, I think I was kind of good. Maybe. But yeah, I don't really like this one. It's just kind of like, once again, logo me background. Then I guess there's at least like some kind of random text. But aside from that, it's just kind of too basic. Yeah, actually, it's not like... I feel like that's a C tier thumbnail, but I feel like I don't personally like that one too much. I think that makes it D tier. It was very bold move for me to make like these D tier thumbnails so big, as I expected it to not be like too filled up by the end. But now we are running out of space. Though, wait, I know we might have an S tier contender. Yeah, we have our first Elden Ring thumbnail. Which I really like this one. I like the colors, I like everything. Though actually, wait, I noticed like one small little part that I don't like. Because, what is this? Now that I notice it, my like eyes lock into it immediately. I don't know if that's like part of the background, or is that supposed to be like... Or is this just some kind of weird thing I added there without noticing it? Because it looks kind of off. But yeah, still, I really like this one. I like the colors, I like the blood that I have on my face. I like Gaia. I think that's an S tier. It's like super clean. Though for the most part, most of the like Elden Ring thumbnails are just kind of like the same thing. But I like, my expression is like a bit different. I think those are probably the ones I won't be ranking like all of them, because they're way too similar. But I feel like this one is an S tier. I really like that. And welcome back. While you were gone, our D rank has kind of filled up a bit. As I've added a couple ones there that I don't really like. It's finally the stream when I guess your secret. But I think that was the final Elden Ring stream. This is the first one. So that is still quite a long way, as I think I played that game quite a bit. How many I think I have like 11 Elden Ring thumbnails. But yeah, what do we have? We have Sonic Unleashed. This was like the final one. And I don't really like it. As I said before, I think the only good Sonic Unleashed thumbnail is this one. And then all the other ones are kind of meh. Yeah, it's one of those. Probably like the second to last one. But yeah, he's angry. Yeah, he really is. I do have these fun little like skin fangs here, which make Peach-chan look really angry. But I feel like the pose isn't like as dynamic as I would have wanted it to. I'm just kind of like holding my arm like that. And it looks kind of lame. But yeah, not angry, but angy. Yeah. There's a clear difference. Yeah, I really don't like that one. I think it's like D tier. So it's still like better than this one. Or is it? Well, they're kind of the same tier. Yeah, but I was kind of like trying to match up like how Sonic looks here. How we are both like holding one hand there. But it just doesn't look good. And then we have I think we might have another D tier coming up. We have the final Fire Emblem new Mr. Emblem thumbnail. And well, it has Purple Marth here. But it still is pretty bad. But I think it's still like better than some of these other ones. Maybe. Like a tiny bit. Well, for like all of these, I like added my... Because wait, I'll show you the first Fire Emblem new Mr. Emblem thumbnail. Wait, where is it? Yeah, I like started with this one, where I took a picture of my Mart amiibo on the floor, and I did a thumbs up. And I kept it there for all of these. Well, I like the first one. But then after that, I didn't really know what to do with this, and then we end up with this. Yeah, I do kind of... I can't say I like this one. Yeah, it has to go D tier. I was gonna make some kind of argument that it's good, but it's not. Yeah, it goes down there. Then, wait, now I lost where I was. Well, that's an Elden Ring thumbnail. That's way too similar to the first one. Won't be ranking that. Oh, but then we have a good one. I really like my Rain World thumbnail. But I didn't really like this game too much, so I only did play it like one time. But I really like this thumbnail. Yeah, I think it looks like really good. So it's once again using like the awful ass like rain effect. But I think it doesn't look that bad here. I still don't really know like how I made this thumbnail. I think I just kind of like pressed random buttons and this came out. That's the origin story of this one. Yeah, that one is good, very edgy. Yeah, I think edgy is a great way to call it. But yeah, I feel like this one was also kind of hard to make because I went into playing like Rain World like completely blind. I didn't know like a single thing about the game. So in that case, it's kind of hard to like make a thumbnail when you don't know anything about it. Or anything like about the game you're about to play. I knew there was probably like rain. But I think I really like this one. I think it might be, yeah, it's probably an S tier for me. I'll put it there. I really like it. Then we have another Elden Ring. I'll skip that one. And then we have Valkyria Chronicles. I kind of forgot I played this game. But I really like this one as well. I like how the colors kind of blend together well. And it has this kind of like old kind of vibe to it. As the game does take place during like the World War I or something. Probably in like a fictional world. But still. I'm holding a shotgun and all of that. I don't really know if I like the outline. I think the outline is good. I think it would look worse without it. But yeah, and yeah, I think this is like I feel like this is a solid S tier for me. Yeah, I'll throw it right there. I'll make it like slightly smaller. Just in case I need more space. Then what is this one? A Nintendo Direct. So I think this one wasn't actually a stream. I think this one was like a YouTube video, if I remember correctly. So I will still be ranking it, as it is a thumbnail. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't use this one for a stream. But the Valkyria Chronicles was such a based game, I have to replay it. Yeah, it was quite enjoyable. I do have to replay the sequels at some point, but I've never played them. But I have to play the sequels at some point. Though it does kind of suck that the second and third game are for like PSP. I feel like I might just be like skipping those and going straight for the like fourth one. But yeah, it's still a good game. Because it's kind of like XCOM, but like you move the characters like in like a third-person shooter environment. I guess I would call it like that. But yeah, I don't really know where I would put like the Nintendo Direct one. Or like a C tier. It doesn't really have too much going for it. And then that's Elden Ring. Wait, what? So this is another Nintendo Direct. Wait, did they do two of them like back to back, or did I like... Well, I don't know, but I guess this one was the one where I was making I made a Fire Emblem summoning ring. But it didn't work out. They didn't give me Fire Emblem, and they have still not given me Fire Emblem on Switch 2. Wait, yeah, this was the, like, Switch 2 Direct. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, this is the one where they showed, like, literally nothing. Aside from the new Mario Kart. Yeah, but I do kind of like this thumbnail, though. It's about like a B tier. It is like way better than the previous one. Then, oh yeah, I guess then it's my birthday. All of a sudden, I do like the birthday stream thumbnail because it has everyone here. Then it has carrot cake on the background. We have like the confetti. We have birthday. What else could you even add to this? Yeah, thank you for the happy birthdays. They are a tiny bit too late, or maybe are early. One of those. Yeah, well, at this point I hadn't played FNAF yet. And yeah, happy late birthday. There we go. I don't remember what was my like previous year's like birthday stream thumbnail. I wonder. I don't remember it. Can I find it? Yeah, there's my like previous one. Which I like this one as well. It doesn't look as clean as the other one for some reason. But I think it's still kind of funny. But yeah, when's the next one? Well, my birthday is on the 4th of April. So it is still like, well, like half a year away. But yeah, I think this one is kind of... I feel like this one is like super clean. I would even put it like S tier. I kind of just like it. I like the colors. I feel like colors are like an easy way to make like a thumbnail seem good. April Fool. No, well, no, that would be April 1st. But I'm on 4th. So 3 days after April Fools. But yeah, still April, you're right about that. Then, I wonder, should I rank the Valkyria Chronicles thumbnails? I feel like they're kind of similar. I wonder, how different are they from each other? No, I think those are way too similar. I won't be ranking those. I already ranked like the first one after all. But yeah, but if I skip that, then what is the next one? Oh, wait, I really like this one. Yeah, this was the time I played Pokemon Too Many Types. And I really like this thumbnail. I feel like it might be an S tier contender even. Yeah, this was one of the few ones I remembered, like really liking. Weirdo. What do you mean weirdo? What is weird about this? There is nothing weird here. This is a perfectly normal thumbnail. With no weirdness. box. Yeah, and what about it? The most normal thumbnail I've ever seen. Yeah, you agree with me. Yeah, this is a normal thumbnail. But yeah, I think, as well as being a normal thumbnail, I think it might be an S tier one. Yeah, we'll put it right there. I really like that one. Then that's an Elden Ring thumbnail. And oh yeah, then I did the shiny Pokemon tier list. Which, yeah, I don't remember a single thing about the thumbnail, or not the thumbnail, but the stream itself. As there were quite a few Pokemon to rank, so they, towards the end, they kind of just blend together. But I still like this thumbnail, though. Yeah, lots of words. Well, that is fine. You were just amazed by the peakness of that previous thumbnail, so it is understandable. But yeah, I really like this one. I guess I could have made like the text down here pop up a bit more somehow. But aside from that, I don't really have any complaints about it. I think it looks quite good. I feel like yeah, I like that even. I like that one as much as I would put it in S tier even. I really like it. Yeah, I'll put it S tier. There we go. Then what do we have? Oh, we have Bathhouse. Or, I guess I played the Bathhouse and the Cabin Factory in this one. And I did this one in kind of similar style as I did the Rain World one. So I don't know if it looks better or worse. I guess it's kind of weird how I put like these different colors up here. But it also does make it like a bit more colorful. But for like a horror game stream, I don't know if I would want to make it like more colorful. So there is that. But it's still like, I think that's like A tier maybe. That seems like a good rank for this one. Yeah, I'll put it there. And then, oh fuck, wait, this one might be like my favorite thumbnail of the year even. It has potential. I really love this one. This is like so good. And yeah, hello there, Nixie. Working, but I'm lurking. Yeah, that is fine. Thank you for lurking as well. But yeah, I really love this one. This is so good. But it's still such a shame that I didn't really get to play the Super Mario Man like too much. But at least I got like 2 really good thumbnails out of it. It would be better if it's Gaia. No, it wouldn't be. It has to be Monty Mole, as it was with only Monty Mole, after all. And yeah, hello there, Rhythm Fighters. But yeah, I really love this one personally. That's like an easy S tier. Looking at this, I think that one might be my favorite thumbnail of the year even. I don't really know if anything better than that will come. It is very 2016 vibe. I'll take that as a compliment. The fuck, we are running out of space on S tier. Why did I make so many good thumbnails? I'll make them a bit smaller. Okay, and then what is next? Oh yeah, I played Professor Layton, which I don't really know like what my like vision here was. I think of, like all of these are just like me here, and then I had like this thought bubble, and I like added some stuff in here. And this time it was like this picture of blue Pikmin, I guess. Be harsh and then downgrade everything 1 tier below. Yeah, and these like D tiers will just get deleted, as there is no D tier below them. They'll just stop existing. But yeah, I feel like that's... I remember like the previous Layton thumbnails being like really bad. In like the last years, like least. I think this is definitely like improvement over them, but I wouldn't really call it like super good either. But I feel like I'll still put like C tier. Then... oh, then we have the other Super Mario Man thumbnail, which this is the only thumbnail in my entire, what do I call this, career that like got deleted by YouTube. So I had to like censor it. Because YouTube had some kind of problem with it. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a nudity. But yeah, that one I had to make the censored version. But yeah, I really like this one. Yeah, I think the fucking like the Super Mario Man thumbnails, they were kind of peak. Yeah, imagine banning art. Yeah, why would they do that? It's such a beautiful piece, and they would just like ban it. When you make this, why would I not make it? What did you expect? Well, I didn't think there was like anything wrong with it when I made it. I didn't even consider. I was like so confused why they like removed it. But then I thought about it a bit, and then I realized that there is just like a bare dick here. But yeah, that is an easy S tier. No questions about that. Yeah, I think the thumbnails did kind of peak with the Super Mario Man. I feel like I had like 4 really good like thumbnails, kind of back to back. All of them are like Pokemon related. Or like, yeah, I think that made sense. Well, we do have actually like one Elden Ring thumbnail here that is like kind of different from the other ones, as it doesn't like follow the same format. So I guess we can rank this one. You see, I think this was a stream where I played Elden Ring, but I had like every single VTube Studio like filter on. So you could like barely even like see the screen. Actually, wait, do I still have like the settings? Wait, can I show how it looks? I might have it. Yeah, wait, if I do that... Yeah, so the stream looked like this, it looked like this at the entire time. Which I remember that one being kind of funny. Though it actually... Well, actually you can see the game screen quite well with this. But I think it did look worse when playing like Elden Ring, because that is like such a dark game. So you could barely even like see the screen in that one. But yeah, I think it looks okay. I feel like I don't really have any complaints with that. As it doesn't have like any empty space or anything. I would probably call it B tier. Yeah, I'll throw it right there. And then... Oh, then another one I really like. Yeah, we have this Resident Evil 7 thumbnail I did. Which I think this one looks really good. I like the like black and red on the background. And then how like dark I look here. And then I really like the pose, which I stole. But yeah, yeah, I feel like that's kind of clean. I would call it like, I would call it S tier. I really like this one. Yeah, fucking tuning Pirili. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's an S tier. Yeah, I started to make like kind of good thumbnails around this time. But I think at some point I did kind of go back to making not that good ones. But yeah, then we have a couple... Yeah, we have Elden Ring and Valkyria Chronicles. We won't be ranking those. Oh, but then we have the follow-up to this Resident Evil thumbnail. Which I like this one as well. Not as much as the previous one, but I like it still. I think I originally made it just like... I didn't like add these random like white dots here. And I just like randomly added them in there, and it looked like really good. So how does it look without them? Yeah, it looks kind of like... It looks kind of boring. But they definitely like add a lot to it, the way that I killed it. Yeah, don't really know how much. Yeah, it has to be like A or S tier. Your eyes too dark. What do you mean too dark? I don't even have like eyes. Aside from the white dots, those are supposed to be the eyes. What is the William eye? Does he have eyes like that? Yeah, I think I'll put it A tier. I'll be a bit... I feel like this is an S tier, but I'll be kind of mean to it. I'll put it A tier. Oh yeah, and then we get to my Five Nights at Freddy's era. Or wait, or do we? Yeah, it's now. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, here we go. The first ever Five Nights at Freddy's thumbnail. Is Hill still far? Well, yeah, never mind. Though it is actually, it's surprisingly far away. There are still like maybe 8, or maybe like 6 thumbnails between these two. But yeah, I really like this one. It's kind of similar to that one, like, yeah, like this Undertale one. It has like similar format. But I like how it's like dark from this side. You can like kind of only see like half of the face. I really like this one. It's kind of like clean, once again. Which I think I would even put that S tier. Though I never imagined the day would come where we would be running out of space on S tier. Why am I so good at making these? Okay, let's do some fixing. Yeah, let's move those that way. Then where's the Shadow the Hedgehog thumbnail? And thank you for the follow, Hentai-sama. Thank you very much. You're a hit chef. Yeah, exactly. So as I said in the beginning of the stream, I feel like this year I made like... I definitely improved my quality on these. As I feel like I made like I had like way worse thumbnails last year. At least like the worst ones were even worse than this year. I feel like that doesn't make sense, but... What kind of name is that? Yeah, it's a great name. Yeah, it is a cool name. But yeah, so you're not only a god gamer, but also a god thumbnail maker. Yeah, exactly. How Twitch allow it? Well, why would it not allow it? But yeah, let's make some room here. There we go. Okay, so what is next? Then we have a couple Elden Ring thumbnails. Like, we can rank like the final Elden Ring thumbnail. No, wait, is this the final one? Actually, no, wait, I think yeah, wait, this was the one where I fought like the final boss for like 4 or 5 hours, and then I came back the next day and like beat it. So then I just kind of used like the same thumbnail for both of them, but I just changed all the colors a bit in the second one. Yeah, we can just like rank this one, I guess. Let me have a sip of water real quick. But yeah, it doesn't allow me to say like you, Pirili. Yeah, that's illegal. How dare you? But yeah, I kind of like this one. I like how my eyes look. Because I just like made them dark and then I added this like... What are these kind of balls on the eyes called? They probably are like some kind of cool term for them, but I don't know what that would be. But I think they look kind of good after that. But I still, I don't really know how I would rank that. Because I put like the previous Elden Ring thumbnail S tier. But I guess this one would be like... I guess I would put it like here. It is still like clean. So where am I putting it exactly? What space do I have here to put it into? Okay, let's go do some cleanup real quick. Yeah, we can make this one smaller. We can make that one smaller. And the Coromant thumbnail is so big. So where are these like? Wait, where are these like? Why is like the first Coromant thumbnail on this side and then the second one is like here? What is the logic? I can't even like find the other Coromant thumbnail. Okay, well I guess I can fit something in now. Yeah, now we have space for like one thumbnail. Or well, actually like 3. Yeah, there we go. Okay, then next one. Oh yeah, now we have the online game gauntlet that I did, where I played 5 online games and won a game in them back to back. Which I did just kind of like recycle the format from the roguelike gauntlet that I did. But it was an S tier thumbnail, so of course I would like recycle it. But does that make this one like get reduced points because it's like recycled technically? And I do think like the colors work better in this one. I guess you can still like see the colors even if it's like super pixelated. Oh, you remember this one? Yeah, I don't remember this one too well if I'm being honest. Yeah, it isn't as clean. I'll put it 8 here. Yeah, I feel like a tier below the other one is good. Because it is still like good, all things considered. Yeah, I'll throw it there. Yeah. And then we have a Fortnite thumbnail. Which, as I said multiple times before, effort is not really the word I would use for these. But I do still like this one. I love how it says Fortnite, and how it says Victory Royale and the fucking red arrow and the circle. It does everything you would ever want. Yeah, at least it says Fortnite, and there's like Fortnite on the background. Yeah, I think this is probably my favorite Fortnite thumbnail out of like the 3 that we had. But I don't really know, where do I rank this? That's the hard part. It's either like C or B. But which one? And wait, did we... I think we ran out of music. Well, now we're back. That's C, mate. You think so? This masterpiece is a C rank. Well, I think I might actually agree with you on that. Yeah, I'll put it C. Then what do we have? Yeah, we have the Sacred Stones thumbnail. I really don't like this one. I tried like doing something here by putting like using like a cyber art here and doing it like this. But I think it looks kind of bad. For the most part. And there's like kind of empty space here with nothing going on, and I look kind of weird as well, and I don't like this one at all. It's kind of colorful at least, but I think that doesn't save it. I just really personally dislike that. I'll be mean and I'll put it D tier. Yeah, exactly. The idea was there, but it didn't work. Then we have the... Oh yeah, I forgot I played Terraria. Yeah, Terraria, except it's like real life and I never go outside. Which meant that I played Terraria, but I only stayed underground the entire time. Which I remember that being kind of a fun stream, but I don't remember anything about it. I feel like for Terraria, there is like potential for like a good thumbnail, but I stayed kind of simple with this. I feel like I could have made it like differently. So not saying that this one is like bad, but there isn't also much going on. As once again, it is just logo background me. The classic combo. Yeah, I didn't even think about that being like a mold-coded thing, but yeah, that's also kind of, it works. That is kind of an inside joke between my friends back in the day when we used to play like Terraria, where I would, every time we started like playing it again, we would like propose this idea of what if we did a challenge where we only stayed underground. But then we like never did it actually. But then I did it on my own. Semi-successfully even. Yeah, I feel like Terraria has potential for good thumbnails, but I didn't utilize that potential. But it's still like clean. Yeah, I'll put it B tier. As even if there was like potential for a better thumbnail, it doesn't mean that this one sucks ass. Oh yeah, and then we have the Ratchet and Clank thumbnail, which I like this one. But I still don't really know why I did like this weird border thing here. But I feel like it doesn't, it works. But I still don't know what was going through my brain when I like added it. Like, why on this one specifically? Out of all things. Yeah, it does kind of work. It would be really bad if it was just like pure white border. But it works with like colors. And I like that I have like the fucking clank on my back here and all that. It is pretty good. Yeah, it just raises some questions about why I did some things, but it works. I think that's an A tier. I do still like it. And then Chrono, now it's the time you've been treading this entire time. We've come to that point. We've reached the iconic thumbnail that you don't like. Call me when you're done. Yeah, well, I will put it on the screen now. It is coming. Yeah, here we go. The iconic Five Nights at Freddy's, but I spent too many nights there and I'm pregnant. The iconic thumbnail. And yeah, hello there, Watcher. Long time no see. But yeah, that's so many to rank. Yeah, I stream quite a few times in the year, so I do also end up with quite a few thumbnails because of that. Yes, he's so cursed. Yeah, curse is a great way to refer to this. It might even go beyond being just cursed. But it's quite like iconic at this point. And I feel like, you know, is this an S-rank thumbnail? I think it might be. The icon of Satan. Well, you can say that. Yeah, you were just on time. But yeah, I think this one might be S tier. I think we'll put it S tier. It's so iconic at this point, and it's so cursed that it's good. But yeah, Chrono, if you're listening, you can come back in now. Everything is fine. The Satan has gone away. Hopefully they're still doing fine. Yeah, well, welcome back. Yeah, everything is fine now. The thumbnail is so small in the corner that you can't even see it. Actually, it doesn't even like fit my screen. But yeah, it is right there. But yeah, then I guess I did use like the... Wait, why the fuck did I use like the fucking Sacred Stones like format twice? I made 2 thumbnails, but it sucks ass. I wouldn't rank that one. I say this is just kind of the same thing as the first one. But then, by the way, my ears are bleeding when you said it's an S tier. Well, but that is just the truth. It is an S tier thumbnail. But yeah, then we have the second Ratchet and Clank thumbnail, which I kind of continued the same format as the first one. But yeah, in that case, so yeah, I only have 2 of these, so I'll be ranking both of them, even if they are kind of similar. It should be burned. Well, that is also an option. But yeah, I guess this is kind of similar as the first one. Maybe like beat worse. But I do like how I have the fucking suck cannon. But aside from that, it's just kind of the same thing. I'll put it on A tier as well. I do like it. Try not to pay attention to it. I feel like you will be better off doing that. Yeah, now you can't see it. Oh, well, now you can. Okay, then what do we have next? Oh yeah, we are kind of reaching... We don't have too many of this left. Probably only like 30. Which, well, that is still quite a lot. But then next up we have the Fool's Gold thumbnail. Which I kind of like this one to some extent. As it has like the logo, it has me with like the kind of clown makeup because it's Fool's Gold. And then we have the iconic Chotoro, the Totodile. But what is even the process behind the thumbnail? I don't really know. I don't really think about too much while making these. So there isn't really that much process behind them. It's just what's going on inside my head. Which appears to be kind of fucked up. But yeah, I think this is like a kind of B tier thumbnail. Oh wait, is this in B? Yeah, wait, that is B tier. I'll throw that there. Then what do we have? And then we have Sacred Stones. Though this one isn't as bad as the previous ones. As it has Peak. Peak Gilliam. Yeah, I think this one is... Yeah, Lord Gilliam makes his thumbnail debut. But yeah, I like this one. I think I definitely did improve like the Sacred Stones thumbnails towards the end, even though I only made like 2 of them. Why is Gilliam the straight man of your comedic duo there? Yeah, it does look like he would be. But he's just a peak, and that's why he's here. And he's also dead. Sadly. But yeah, I like the Gilliam Peak thumbnail. I think that's like a... That's like a B tier. But yeah, hey, what was it too soon? No, that's not an S tier. Even if it has Gilliam, that's not enough for it to be S tier. And yeah, Boulder the Boulder did survive. He was on the bench the entire time, so he was safe there. Or did I? Oh wait, did I use Mulder? I actually can't remember. No wait, I think I did use him. No wait, I'm lying. Yeah, I did use him, but he did also leave, surprisingly. But then at some point I did stop using him as like my main healer. But yeah, then next up we have another Five Nights at Freddy's thumbnail. Though this one isn't cursed like the other ones. Or like the other one. But yeah, I like this one. This one is quite good, in my opinion. I quite... how much do I like this one even? It's about like a... Yeah, it's about like an 8 here. This one's again like kind of clean. And it fits like the horror vibe. Yeah, I'll throw that one there. Then what do we have? Another Fool's Gold thumbnail. Which I think this is like the kind of format I like for like Pokemon thumbnails. Where I like add like the whole team on the thumbnail. This is kind of what I went with like for the rest of like Fool's Gold thumbnails. Which I like these ones. Though with this one I feel like there's like a little bit of empty space that I don't like. And then I don't know if I like the clothing on the background either. I think I do have some gripes with this one, but it's still like okay. I do like what it's going for. Yeah, and it's good to go. I feel like, to me, this seems like a B tier thumbnail. It's like missing that thing that would make it A tier. And then we have Sonic Riders, Zero Gravity. Which I like this one. I think it looks kind of good. I'm glad I could like find the fucking like official model for like the what are the boards in Sonic Riders called? I actually have no idea. Well, the hoverboard, so I could like use it like this. And I like how like colorful it is, how with all the characters and me here. Yeah, I somehow fit in with the gang, even though I'm a filthy human. But yeah, I think that's once again a S tier. Wait, not an S tier. That's an A tier. Though once again, the space is kind of running low. Well, actually, wait, I could just like start putting them here. Wait, I have so much free space. Yeah, because if I put them here, I don't like move them around. Yeah, I'll put it there. And then we have the... I guess this was like the final standalone Fire Emblem Sacred Stone stream, but I think I finished this in like the 12-hour stream later. But yeah, I guess this one has like pretty much like all the characters I used towards the end of the game. I like this one. This once again uses like the same format I just talked about with the Fool's Gold, where I put like all the guys I used in the thumbnail. Which I like that. And with that there's barely like any empty space, because there's like so much stuff to put in here. And yeah, I used like the weird chibi portraits for everyone, which I think those work pretty well. And this is also the stream where Gilliam died, I'm pretty sure about that. As he did die and he's still in this thumbnail, so I would assume that this was the one where he died. Why are your thumbnails so de-arranged? You are so chill and live. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't really think about it. Why I make them this way. I just do. But it's kind of like the thing where, well, you know how like all the popular YouTubers do like these awful like thumbnail faces. It's kind of the same kind of vibe, where you have like wide open eyes and then you have like your mouth open, and you're like pugging. It's kind of like that kind of deal. I hate those kind of thumbnails personally. But I guess that's why I also do them myself, like, ironically. Maybe that's the reason. But wait, remember, I just, like, went to S tier with this one. Wait, let's think about it before we actually, like, place it anywhere. I guess this one is like an... yeah, that's like an A tier. I like this one. Wait, yeah, it's A tier, so I'll put it, like, here. Because I have more space. Is please. Well, you are saying please. Well, I do like it. I can put it on S tier. Yeah, I can put it there. Sure. Your please got me. Yeah, no leave S tier. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'll gladly put it to S tier. Because yeah, that one is still good. But yeah, for some reason I kind of used up this like same format in like 3 thumbnails back to back. Because then we play FNAF World, and once again I'm in the middle and there are little guys on like behind me. I guess I really like this format. But for this one it's also gonna work. I think it's quite cute. Yeah, I feel like this one has to be like at least an A tier. As I feel like the only thing it does like worse than the Fire Emblem one is the fact that it has like empty space. But it doesn't matter if there's empty space when it's like on the sides. It doesn't matter like that much when it's like symmetrical. So it does Chica have like teeth? Oh yeah, and her nor is an eater. Or like the chibi Chica. But yeah, that's an A tier. But then I made like so many Fool's Gold thumbnails. Oh, they kind of start to suck after a while because they just kind of keep doing the same format of me here with the team on the background. So I think they'll slowly start to like go a tier further down. But yeah, when will you do a FNAF comeback? I still wonder what game I would even want to play in the series next. As I do think like most of them have like kind of sucked ass recently. So I think if I played it, I would probably like jump into the I was gonna call it the newest one, but it's not even the newest one. They're like the 3D one, where you run around. Yeah, like if I did play, I would probably play that one. But we'll have to see. Maybe not, maybe someday, maybe at some point. But yeah, I guess, I think this is a B tier thumbnail. All things considered, I think it goes right there. Oh, and then we have the Monty Mole Baseball. But if I call it Monty Mole Baseball. Well, the Mario Super Sluggers. But there is quite a bit of Monty Mole here. So I think last year I did play like the other Mario Baseball game. Can I show that thumbnail if I can find it? Yeah, I think this one. I think I put this one in S tier last year. So I feel like it doesn't really look like an S tier thumbnail. But it does have Monty Mole. Maybe that's why. But yeah, I do like this one. One of my main gripes is though this like weird orange glow that like Gaia has. It looks so bad. And because it does have the orange glow, your eyes are like kind of thrown into it. But I don't want my eyes to be thrown into it. I guess I also have like orange glow, but it doesn't look that bad on me. Yeah, I kind of hate that. Or I look at it. Yeah, I think that's probably B tier. Okay, then what we have? Wait, where was I? Oh yeah, then we have the 12-hour stream I did. So it's kind of funny that I do like a big deal stream. What the fuck does that even mean? Well, I do like a big stream and then I make the thumbnail like straight up ass. It just says 12 hours of pure gaming, and then it has fucking Chonesi Fortnite in here. And Mangle. Oh wait, that's not even Mangle, that's the Toy Time Foxy. Is it Toy Time? That sounds wrong. Fun Time Foxy, there we go. But yeah, I really don't know what... And then I added like this fucking peace glow. I really don't know what's the story behind this one. And why did I like not do anything else with it. But I guess it also, like 12 hours stream, it's like nothing special. So the thumbnail shouldn't even be like that cool anyway. But it could still be like better than that. I think I will put it in D tier. That is the most D tier thumbnail that has ever like existed. Then what is after that? The fuck? Yeah, Most of the... next up is a fool's gold thumbnail, but I think they look way too similar to each other. I don't even want to like rank them. Yeah, I think I won't rank the next ones, as they just kind of like follow the same format as the previous ones. So if we skip that one, then next one would be Dave the Diver. Yeah, we are kind of getting close to the end now, as we have already reached Dave the Diver. But yeah, I do like this one. But then Dave the Diver is kind of hard to make like thumbnails for. And that's I kind of like kept the same format for like all of them. I think once again I'll rank like the first and then the final one. But still, I think this one looks kind of clean. Yeah, I think that's like an 8 here. I do like that one. I'll put it in the like final corner we have here on the 8 here. Hey, then what is after Dave the Diver? Oh, yeah, then we get into XCOM. Which, I love my XCOM thumbnails. But I was so glad they're, like, easy to make, because the game has, like, the photo mode. So I can take pictures like this, and then just, like, make them super wide and then put them on the screen, and that's it. But yeah, I think this one is, like, an S tier. An easy S tier. I love this one. It's so good. Yeah, I will have to, like, I'll probably have to, like, hold back a bit so I don't put, like, all the XCOM thumbnails in, like, S tier. As I feel like all of them are, like, really good. At least, like, most of them. I think there's, like, one stinker in between there, but most of them are really good. So this is probably the best one. Yeah, that's an easy S tier. Okay, then what is after XCOM? Oh yeah, then I did the Sly one speedrun. Speedrun in quotation marks. And yeah, I haven't really done too many like low effort thumbnails. Well, aside from the fucking 12-hour stream, but this is definitely one of the few ones that I did around this time. Where I just took a picture of Sly, then I put myself here, and then I put Bentley and Murray here and called it a day. There's not even a logo, which is kind of rare for me. But I guess it doesn't need one. It would be worse if it had the logo. But yeah, I guess even if that's like a low effort, I think it does like work pretty well. And if I just put like a zoomed in picture of Sly Cooper there won't be like any empty space, because he'll be filling it all up. Yeah, that's like a B tier. And then after that one, and then we go to XCOM. Second XCOM thumbnail. Which, I like this one. It has me and Gaia carrying like a corpse of an alien. It has Eggman giving the thumbs up. It has Haktua. Who's, I think she might have died this stream, actually. This was probably it. But yeah, I think that's not as good as the first one, but it's also like really good still. I think, fuck that, I think this tier is about to be like filled up with XCOM thumbnails. I like these ones way too much. Yeah, I'll throw it in there. Then we have second Dave the Diver, but I'll skip that one. Oh, then we have then we have this one. Where I just played this game because there are like those websites that allow you to like randomly like generate a Steam game for you. So I did that, and then I like bought the game that it gave me and played it, and it was The Cave. But I really like this thumbnail, because I kind of like blended myself into the picture quite well. Only thing I would wanna maybe like try changing would be I would have like made my proportions like kind of similar to other characters, so then I would have blended myself in even better. So I'm kind of sad I never like tried that, but I think it probably would have looked worse if I tried doing that. So I think this probably was the best version we could have gotten. But yeah, I really like this one. I think that's an S tier, as it just works really well. Yeah, I didn't really think I made too many good thumbnails like around this time, but I guess I keep making like S tiers. But yeah, then speaking of S tier, we have the Pokemon Rumble thumbnail, which, yeah, I just kind of, I threw in pictures of some Pokemon, I made the fucking background like green, yellow, blue, and red, and then I threw myself in there and called it a day. We were good to go. And yeah, then that's how we end up with stuff like this. Which, once again, I can't really say I did this like a serious thumbnail, so it doesn't get like minus points for that. And it's not like bad, it's like a C tier. Yeah, I'll throw it right there. Then we have XCOM once again. Which, I do really like this one. I keep saying that about all the XCOM thumbnails. They are so good. I love all of them. Fuck, that's like a S tier. I can't say anything aside from S tier. Though where do I put it? I guess there's still like the corner back here. Oh, wait. I think I said before that the, like, Tron Baldur's Gate thumbnail was like my final Tron thumbnail, but no, that was a lie. Because we do have Pirili Horse. How could I forget about Pirili Horse? Such an iconic thumbnail. Yeah, I think like when I think about a Tron thumbnail, I think about stuff like this. Not like these stick figures, I think these are kind of boring. But when I do it like this, then it's like really good. Yeah, this was like when I played Uma Musume. And then I played something else after that, but I can't remember what I played. But I did play like 2 games. But yeah, where does Pirili Horse go? Because it's kind of peak, but it's also kind of not. At the same time. I feel like I do like Pirili Horse. I think it has to go A tier. I think A tier is a perfect fit for it. Though, do we have like... Oh, wait, yeah, we do have space here for Pirili Horse. Okay, then we have XCOM number 4. Which, I think I like this one the least from like the first 4. I think this one goes like 1 tier below. They does have like the cool idea of us like, the whole team like hanging from these like ropes. Though I guess, well, at least most of the team is hanging from them. I think like Rifle the Rabbit and Sonic are probably about to like fold their deaths. But aside from those two. But yeah, I think that's an A tier. I think the lighting in that one is kind of weird. As well. Oh yeah, then we have the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thumbnail. Which, this one I made the fucking like tutorial video on how to make this. So you could make it at home, if you wanted to. But yeah, I really like this one, even though it's like... even though it is just a picture of the game's like cover and then I'm on top of it. I really like this one. I feel like this is like the peak... Oh wait, I killed it. Well, maybe that's for the better. But yeah, I think this is like the peak low quality thumbnail. I think this might be the best one out of them all. But it's still probably like A tier. Yeah, well, we'll put it A. And then what did we do? Oh yeah, then I played Resident Evil 8. Which this is kind of a thumbnail where I don't really know how to feel about it. It's kind of like, it's like good, but then it's also kind of like not. I don't really know how to explain it. But it feels like I put effort into it, but then it didn't really like work. I think that's how I feel about it. But it's not like bad. But to me it just kind of feels kind of bad at the same time. Don't really know how to explain it. But I think that's like a B tier probably. yeah, I think B tier sounds good. And then what is this XCOM? Oh yeah, wait, this is the one with like all the characters. So it looks like we're about to like fight each other. I think that might have been what I was like going with it, but I don't really know why we would be fighting each other. I wonder which team out of these would even win. Well, this one does have like me and Gaia, so we would probably destroy like everyone. This one does have like Chrono. And Rival the Rabbit. So I think it would be kind of a tough battle. But yeah, I think that one has like a lot of empty space. I should have made like the characters a bit bigger. I think if I had done that, then it would be an S tier, like the others, but I think now it goes A. Which, that's still good. And then I think, now we have the final Dave the Diver thumbnail. Yeah, this one is like a bit different from the others, because the previous ones were kind of like... They were kind of just like this. Where I was in the middle and then there's fucking Dave giving the thumbs up. But in this one I put like the 3D model in the middle and I'm like drowning, I guess. And then we also have like all the characters. It's like a bit crowded, but it also does work. I really do like this one. Yeah, it's like the Dave the Diver thumbnails. I kind of improved the colors with like every thumbnail. I feel like they just kind of like look better the further we go with them, and I think they kind of peaked in the final one. I think that's enough to put it like, yeah, like A tier or like S tier. I mean. And then what is next? And then we have the second Resident Evil 8 thumbnail. I only played, I only streamed this game like twice because I beat it in this stream. But yeah, I don't really have any idea like how to follow up the previous thumbnail. But I feel like this one might even be like better than the previous one, if I'm being honest. There's like less empty space, which I think that was like one of the main problems with the previous one. But I did kind of fix it here. But it also doesn't like fit the vibe of Resident Evil. But I think that isn't like... Yeah, it's not like that much better that it would be like a whole tier above the previous one. I think I'll just put them next to each other. Yeah, I can go right there. And then what do we have? Oh yeah, then we have Winnie the Pooh's Home Run Derby, the hardest game of all time. Which I said before that the... Wait, what did I say was the peak of cursed thumbnails? I already forgot, but I think this one might overthrow it. Because like... I love this one. It looks so bad in the good way. And I love how like awful the text is. Why is it like 3 different colors? And why do they not blend in together at all? But I think that just kind of like fits the vibe. But yeah, I think could this even be like an S tier? I do love this one. Fuck, I have to put it S tier. So, is there space in the S tier? I'll make space. So I have like so many thumbnails here, I can't find the Minecraft thumbnail. I want to make it like smaller. Wait, there we go. Okay, then after that, okay, now we get like the real like bad XCOM thumbnail, or like the only bad XCOM thumbnail. Because I don't know why I went with this kind of thing, where it's like me on the both sides. Because like XCOM, it's so easy to make like good thumbnails because of like the photo booth. But for this one, I don't really know why I went with like such a low effort. I hate this one. Yeah, it's like an easy D tier. And then we have another XCOM thumbnail, which I do like this one. I'm glad I made like a comeback in them after the previous awful one. But did I really do like 2 XCOM streams back to back? I guess I kind of faintly remember doing that at one point. But yeah, I do like this one. So how much do I like it? It's probably like an... Yeah, actually that might be an S tier. Yeah, I think I like it more than the two A tier XCOM thumbnails. Okay, so then we have another S tier immediately after. We have my look outside, which I really love this thumbnail. It looks so, like, good. So once again, this was like kind of a hard one to make. This is kind of similar to Rain World. Actually, yeah, this style actually is similar to Rain World thumbnail as well. But I was kind of saying in the sense that I didn't really know too much about the game when going into it. But I feel like this kind of does fit the vibe of the game in some way. But I do think it turned out like really well. That's like an easy S tier. I think I made like 2 of these like back to back. Yeah, I did remember correctly. Yeah, I made like this one, which is like a bit more fucked up. But that does also fit the vibe. I think that's also an S tier. Even though they're kind of similar to each other. The fuck they... Yeah, wait, let's make the Gravity Rush thumbnail smaller. So, where is it? There. Okay, now we have a little bit of space to work with. And then, then we get to my Kung Fu Panda speed run. Which I do like this one. I think when I like tweeted it out, I think I said that if the thumbnail doesn't hurt my eyes, then it's not good enough. And I feel like this one definitely does hurt my eyes. Which in turn would mean that it's a good one. It's like, fucking look at it. I don't know how I made it like so fucked up. And then I love how I put myself on like the pose fucking belly. But I think, I keep saying, I said like that the previous Curse thumbnail was like a peak of Curse, but I think this one might like overthrow that one. Yeah, that's an S tier. And then we have a... Oh yeah, I played the Dual Mare. Yeah, I don't really like this one. Even though it does use like the same format as that one Five Nights at Freddy's thumbnail. But I didn't really have any ideas for this one, so I just kind of like added a picture of fucking doll there and then myself. But I do kind of like the effect that I have on myself. I think that looks like really good. But then I feel like that isn't enough to like make a good thumbnail. I think I'll put that as C tier. I'll be kind of mean to it. Yeah, we'll throw it there. And then what do we have? We have Bakugan. Which... I thought once again, Bakugan is like a thing where I could have done something different. But then I just put the logo, me, and balls. Which, do you need anything more for Bakugan? I feel like that explains the whole game perfectly. But I don't really know where I would rank this. I guess it's like a B tier. Yeah, I think B tier fits that one well. So, I do have some space in here, right? Yeah. Then we have our Sly 2 thumbnail. The fuck, we're getting so close to the end. I think we have like less than... We probably have like 12 thumbnails to go. Yeah, I guess I was kind of correct. That we would be like... It would be over 3 hours, but less than 4 hours. But yeah, I do kind of like this Sly thumbnail. I like how I also have like the cane that Sly has. I think this one is kind of clean-ish. Though maybe I wouldn't call it clean. But it is clean enough. Yeah, I think that's like an A tier. I think I did kind of fall off with the slide thumbnails after that. And then we have the first Pokemon Xenoverse thumbnail. Which, oh yeah, I guess I probably won't be ranking all of these as they are like really similar. So I guess we do have like less than... We probably have like less than 10 thumbnails left in that case. But yeah, I kinda like this. My only real problem is that like the outline on Shulang is kind of like rough compared to other ones. I don't really know why, but I noticed that like immediately. That's where my eyes are like drawn into. But yeah, I kind of like the colors. As it is kind of like purple, and I like purple. But yeah, that's probably like an 8 here. It's pretty good. In fact, I think at this point 8 here is probably like the most filled up like tier. But yeah, what is after that? Okay, then we have the next slide thumbnail. Which I like how me and Bentley are pointing over there. And then Horror is like looking from down here. But once again, the outline on Bentley is kind of like rough, which I don't like. But aside from that, I think it's like a B tier. I think it's like a tier below the previous slide thumbnail. Yeah, I'll throw it there. And then we have the final Lookout side thumbnail, which I think all of these are like really good. But I don't really know if I would like want to rank all of them S tier. I guess I will. But I also feel like they're maybe like a bit too similar to each other. Where I could have like made some kind of improvements between them. So it might feel kind of bad putting all of them in S tier, but I'll do that. And then we have the final XCOM thumbnail. Which, well, I guess I could have made it like a bit more special if I knew that it was gonna be the final one. But I did kind of go into this stream like thinking that maybe there's gonna be like one more XCOM stream. But then I did just gonna end up beating the game in this one. And there wasn't. But I think it does have like most of the characters that we used and all that. Which I guess that is kind of what I would want from the quote-unquote final XCOM thumbnail. I did also immediately notice one thing. What is this like weird, like, blue glow that we have? And it's only like the characters on this side. And here like Ice the Wolf has it, but no one else does. What is up with that? Why are they like glowing? I kind of hate that I noticed that. So now I feel like we'll put this like further down than it was gonna be. But it's still gonna be like 8 here. But I feel like for the final XCOM thumbnail, it could have been something better. But I'll throw it there. And then we have Pokemon Xenoverse again. And then we have Plant vs. Zombies. We are getting so close to the end now. But yeah, I don't really... How do I feel about this one? It's kind of like... How would I say it? It's kind of like crowded. Which is like a good thing. Because then there isn't like any empty space. But then I didn't really know like what to do with myself. So I just kind of like threw everyone back here and then I made this... I like recolored this fucking like sunflower and made my OC. It is now really flower. Yeah, I think it looks kind of horrible. But we can still like... What would I say for this one? I think I'll be mean to this one. I'll put it C tier. As I don't really think it's like that good. And then we have the final slide thumbnail. Which, yeah, it's kind of like the same thing as the previous one. It's just me and Murray. And then logo background. Good to go. I'll throw it next to the other one. I think the first one looked the best. Okay, then we have the Fire Emblem 7 thumbnail, which I kind of like this one. Yeah, I usually have like a lot of trouble with the Fire Emblem thumbnails, as you have seen before. But I think I'm kind of surprised I got like a good one immediately. Which I really like that I put myself on the fucking, like, what is his character in called? Heath. And then I just threw like Bartra and Sarah in the bottom corner, and then we are good to go. I do really like this one. I think that's like an 8 here. Don't really know if I'll be keeping like the same format in that one going forward. So yeah, I guess I will be making like a Fire Emblem thumbnail today, as I'll be streaming that tomorrow. So I'll still figure it out. But yeah, fuck, we only have 3 left. Actually, well, technically 4. Because I made 2 Angry Birds thumbnails. I made like... I made this one? Actually, wait, I made that one second. Yeah, I first made this one. Which, yeah, that's like an Angry Birds thumbnail. But then I scrapped it and went with this one instead. And I'm glad I did. As this one is like a bit more generic. And then this one is funnier. As it is just an angry bird on the screen. And it's purple, and it has my hair. Yeah, I do like the Angry Birds thumbnail. Yeah, I feel like I hadn't really made too many white background thumbnails around this time. Yeah, like the previous one I made was the cursed one. So there was a little bit of a break in between them. Yeah, I feel like that's an A rank. And then we have yesterday's thumbnail, which is the Katamari one. Which I kinda knew because I knew that I was gonna do this stream like the day after this one, so I kinda locked in and made like a really good thumbnail because of that. Because I really love this one. It looks so good, at least to me. Because it has like the fucking Katamari, then all of us are like stuck in there, and then the princess is rolling it. And it has like the motion blur effect. Once again, the only gripe with it is this over here. This nothingness. But I think it's still like fine. Because it has like the motion lines. Because we are like coming from that side. So it makes sense that there wouldn't be anything there because we just were there. It works. It's an S tier. So, yeah, where do we put it in the S tier? I guess I can put it like here. But I don't wanna go over any thumbnails, god damn it. Why did I give myself so little space? I think improvements for next year, I'll make the like tier list itself like double the size. Or like double the length. So I will have a lot of like space to work with. Because now I definitely don't. I have no space to work with. Yeah, no, I can put it here. Okay, and then, with that, with 3 hours and 15 minutes, we finally arrived at the final thumbnail of today, which is our 2nd anniversary thumbnail. Which I used the idea I used like a year and a half ago. Can I actually find it? Where is it? Yeah, here. Yeah, this was my half-year anniversary gaming thumbnail when I had my half-year anniversary, which I used like the kind of same idea there where I put like old thumbnails on the background. Though on this one I did kind of, most of them did end up like covered because I put like the tier list there. But I think this one looks way better than the previous one. And you can still kind of like see them. And it's like, it's like really fitting for the stream, I'd say. I think that's an S tier. I feel like if I'm gonna make a fucking tier list like rankings, or I was gonna say tier list ranking stream, what is that? But yeah, if I'm gonna make a thumbnail ranking tier list, then I feel like the thumbnail for that has to be like S tier, right? It can't be anything lower than that. That would just be like wrong. Yeah, I'll squeeze it in there. Actually, wait, can I move this down here, and then I'll put this one above? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and with that, we are finally done. And it only took us 3 hours. Which, well, to go through this many thumbnails in that amount of time, I think that's pretty good. Yeah. I stream 4 times a week, so... And year has 52 weeks. So that would mean that I do like 200 thumbnails a year. So that's how we end up with this amount. But yeah, I think I definitely improved this year over the previous one. As my S tier wasn't this filled up last time. Can we actually look at the last year's list again? Yeah, because this was like last year. I barely even had anything like S tier. And then, yeah, my most filled up tiers were like B and C. And even my like D tier was like a bit more filled than this year. Even though this one looks like it has more stuff, but some of the thumbnails are just like really big. But yeah, I definitely had like more A tiers and S tiers this year, which I thought so going into this, that I would have. Because I definitely feel like I made a lot of bangers. And less stinkers. Because I don't really think any of the, like, there are only like maybe, how many would I say? There are only maybe like 4 or 5 thumbnails in the D tier that I actually like really dislike. But then most of the other ones are just kind of like bad in general, but I don't like dislike them with passion. And then like C tier, yeah, it also doesn't really have anything too amazing, as it shouldn't have. The B tier has like pretty good stuff, a lot of stuff actually. And towards the end I did kind of like fill up the space. Same thing with A tier. There's so much stuff. But let's go like through the S tier, I guess. And we have like the Honkai Star Rail. Then we have the League. I guess Final Fantasy 15. Then like these 3 that we just ranked. I guess most of these are the ones we just ranked because we ran out of space on the right side. I'm really surprised the Gravity Rush thumbnail made it all the way here, as that has never even been used for anything. But it still made the list. It still made S tier. Yeah, then we have like Minecraft, Kung Fu Panda, Look Outside, Undertale, the Roguelike Gauntlet, Elden Ring, Shadow the Hedgehog, Rain World, Dave the Diver, Birthday, the Pokemon tier list, Resident Evil. Yeah, I feel like I definitely like made a lot of good thumbnails towards the end of the year. Without even really like thinking about it. This is gonna end up being really good. Yeah, I think towards like the start of the year, most of the thumbnails were like around the B and C tier, like the Resident Evil, like the Kingdom Hearts, for example. And then towards the middle, I started to make a lot of like B and A tiers, and then towards the really end, I made a lot of S tiers. Which I feel like that's a good way to go. It feels like I improved. But yeah, I feel like that's probably enough for a day. As I feel like my throat doesn't usually feel this way after ending the stream. But I guess it's because I'm talking more than I usually am. That's the only thing I am doing here is talking. I can't even be like gaming like I usually am. But yeah, I guess that officially marks the end of the second Pirili year. And we'll be going to the third one from now. But yeah, I got to go third. Oh, you're tired. Yeah, that's perfectly fine, as we are just about to end anyway. But yeah, Happy New Year. Yeah, happy third Pirili year. Very happy to have reached this point. And hopefully there will be many years to come after that. Hopefully the world doesn't end. Hopefully the Pirili universe doesn't end. Though it probably shouldn't. But yeah, I think with that we'll mark the end into the quote-unquote celebration, and I will be going to eat something, and then I'll be back tomorrow with Fire Emblem 7 once again. I do still have to remember to make the thumbnail for that one. I'll figure it out a little bit later. But yeah, thank you for sticking by for so long. yeah, with that, that's it. That's it. Though I should have just said that and then cut into the ending screen. That would have been kind of funny. But yeah, that's it. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. But for now, bye-bye. And happy New Year. Happy anniversary. Bye-bye. Wait, my buttons aren't working. Though that is pretty common. Hey, why is it not changing? Okay, any second now. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, bye-bye.